Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Table Talkers. My name is Caleb. I am your host, and as always, I am joined by.
Brittany, I play Kenzi, and my fact of the day is that Kenzi does not like to take naps.
Liz, I play Idalia, and my fun fact for the day is Idalia's favorite type of chocolate is dark chocolate.
Hi, I'm Peter. I play the Z's, and my fun fact today is the Z's prefer to watch magicians who don't have magical abilities. It's more interesting.
And I'm Tim, and I play Rylee, and his fun factor today is no matter the job we take or the danger we face, Rylee just tries to make the journey worth it. I know a lot of things are going bad right now, but keep that optimistic attitude, you know? When things go south, try to keep your head up kind of guy.
Hell yeah. My fun fact is that Brittany and I got a cat recently. So now we have a little baby who runs around and tries to eat my headphone cables. Watch it. Last time, our lovely party dealt with a bunch of clones of all of them. It was a great time. They met the lovely Marissa Trout, who was there doing some stuff, helped the party escape by sacrificing herself, or something like that. They burnt down a hospital, and then they took off. And while in the air, they got a call from H.A. Roll's phone, but it was 782, letting them know they have killed H.A. Roll and Ezekiel the Penguin, and they took Damien's sister. Now the party's in the air. We left them off at the end of that phone call. Are y'all gonna keep going towards the lab that you were heading towards, or are you gonna pivot and go elsewhere? I can't pick for you. This is on you guys.
I vote we head to the lab first, at least.
I am fine with either.
Works for me.
Any complaints, Z's?
No.
All right. And you will continue on your way, flying for a couple more hours. You're welcome to have any conversations you wish to have amongst thyself. Real talkative group we have today. All right. You don't have to talk. We can fast forward. You don't have to.
Well, what's the plan now? We have 2 more labs to go, and now we don't know where any of the others are.
I mean, there's no point to not move forward.
Yeah. We still might be able to find information on the other ones with what's left.
All right. We shall move on forward. A couple hours shall pass. While flying over the air, in the air, you're not going to really see anything of note for a while. There's like a big city, but there seems to be no activity in it at all as the sun begins to rise.
A city in the sky?
No, you're in this.
Oh.
You're flying on the giraffe, and the city down below.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute, what?
No city in the sky yet.
Next time.
Maybe.
Next time.
Like, need to grab the harpoons.
Simply. Sky will like take the map and double check that this is the right spot. The map says, and it is this large, empty village. So y'all land down. High up Jeffrey the giraffe. It's probably about 10 a.m. ish. This point, people are usually out and about. See no one here.
Is there anything that stands out? Like any buildings or...
I mean, as you walk through the village, I mean, a bunch of houses that seem like no one's like lived in them for a while. Like no dust, really. Like they seem clean but uninhabited. If you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, like a bunch of like different businesses, a doctor's office, post office, sheriff, factories, farms.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Oh, I was about to ask the same thing.
Sure, you can go for it.
I
21.
got it's the same thing I got.
Then
Well, there you go.
the two of you will get a sense of like some like residuals, like old magic, like not cast anytime recently, like leftovers of some sort of large spell.
Can I?
Where it's coming from?
It seems to be like all affecting the entire town.
Can I see if I can sense the lab, like I did back in the capital?
You sure can.
Perception, right?
Yeah.
Over 20.
You don't get any sensation like you did in the capital. It seems that if there is a lab here, it's not powered by a creature similar to yourself, like the last one was. You will, as you are taking a moment to try to sense the location of this lab, you begin to hear like galloping coming like into the village.
Can I choose to hide, like
I
behind a
also
building, and just
like
wait to
that
see?
choice.
Yeah, sure. You can hide. Give me a stealth check.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
She's good at those.
Are you good at those, Rylee?
Am I good at? I got a good number, but that doesn't mean anything for my armor.
Say, do you have disadvantage?
I believe I do.
16.
I have also gotten a 16.
I have got an unnatural
Ow.
20.
Shit.
Yeah.
You know what? That's pretty good. I got an 18.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good for disadvantage, especially.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty,
it's a
pretty
17
solid.
and an 11. Yeah.
Yeah. Sky will hide pretty well.
Damien.
Damien doesn't hide at all. Kind of stands there.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know him. We're not with him. I don't know who he
as
is.
a person on a horse will gallop up to him. Well, hi there. What do you think? What do you seem to be doing here in this town, boy? Passing through. Passing through here. You don't really pass through here. Are you alone? Got friends? What's going on? You know, maybe it will help if I introduce myself first. I am Darren Maxwell. I used to be the sheriff of this town, back when people lived here. What do you mean by when people used to live here? Oh, well, I mean, about 5 years ago, everyone seemed to just vanish out of thin air. Ever since, I've been taking care of the town, just in the hopes people start coming back. Okay. Is there something I can help you with? What was everyone's stealth roll again?
16.
16.
Unnatural
18.
20.
Okay. Damien will walk over to Vital. Hey, what are we? This guy seems like he might be able to help us. Do you want to talk to him? You will gallop on over. Well, howdy there. Pleasure to meet you. What you hiding in the bushes for? Don't need to hide. I mean you no harm. If if you're here to move in, I know all the good houses.
Nope, just looking at this bush here. I wasn't hiding. I was just looking at this bush. That's why he came over. Because he totally wouldn't come over if I was hiding. So that'd be weird and really mean of a friend.
Yeah, it would. Well, I wouldn't say it would be mean per se. I would maybe just say it's some sort of narrative, not talking to myself in my own kind of head type thing.
We'll agree to disagree on that point.
Okay. Well, how can I help you?
Well, we've heard some legends. We've heard some tales. There might be something in this town that is a bit unusual. I guess despite everyone leaving, like the legends we heard, it seemed more like there was something here, not, just the lack of people.
I mean, as far as I'm aware, there ain't nothing special about this place.
No.
I ain't seen nothing that would be worth calling a legend.
No, like buried treasure, secret artifact, nothing like that.
Not that I know of. I mean, I may have missed them. I ain't gonna act like I know everything, but I haven't seen them in my 5 years of keeping care of this place.
That's fair. Well, you might stay a spell,
Yeah, would you, would like a tour? I'm more happy to give you a tour, show you around.
Well, sorry. I mean, we've been traveling for a while, so, I could do for some rest first, but then maybe...
Then let me show you on to the inn.
Oh, yes, of course.
He will begin walking one way, or looking over his shoulder and going, oh, and tell your other friends who are hiding they should come along too.
Okay, yeah. I guess they decided we were playing hide and seek while I was looking at this bush, but...
Hey, hide and seek's a good game.
Yeah,
I used to be real
good
good
at
at
you, so.
I was just checking out this rock.
Oh, is it a good rock?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's some original granite from when this town was first built.
Ooh.
I think Kenzi's gonna kind of drop down from a tree and be like, "It's a pretty cool tree."
Oh.
Yep.
Nice.
This town used to be home of the only orange tree in the entire world, but the government recently, or not recently, but they took it and relocated it to a more fertile ground, I guess. Hopes of getting more orange trees. Don't know if it took.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's go. And he just rides his horse, leading the way. Looking back to make sure everyone's following.
They are, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He will stop in front of a building. The sign having half fallen off the building. Welcome. This is the Pink Pony Inn. Best inn in all of the village. Also the only inn in the entire village, and well, I hope you certainly enjoy your stay. There are no keys to the rooms because I removed the locks just to make sure no one was trapped inside any of the rooms. And I don't know where the keys are, so I didn't put the locks back.
Hey.
All right then.
But there's a kitchen inside. You can probably whip up something to eat. If you need something, I'll be right over there at the sheriff's office.
If you don't mind me asking, Sheriff, what did happen when everyone disappeared? I mean, what happened?
I couldn't tell you because I wasn't here. I was actually out chasing a criminal.
Well, yeah.
What criminal?
There was this let me think. It was this guy. Well, guy is probably not the right term for it. It's kind of like this big, like gorilla looking guy. Kind of had like some like pieces of metals coming out of his arm. He was here doing something. He destroyed a couple buildings a few years back. Oh, he did some damage to the slaughterhouse.
Oh, wow.
But he ran off when I arrived, so I chased him out. Chased him away, but he got away. When I came back, everyone was just gone.
Do you remember what way he went when you chased him off?
Yeah, he went that way. And he'll point north, south, west.
Idalia would like to start walking west.
Okay.
Where is the slaughterhouse that he was destroying?
We'll point east. That way.
Got it. Kenzi's gonna walk that way.
Ride and conquer.
Sheriff will gallop on over to Idalia. I mean, if you're looking to try to retrace his steps, it's probably not going to be easy as it was 5 years ago. And I'm pretty sure I chased him for a couple miles, and he didn't stop when I stopped. I mean, it might be fruitless if you're trying to figure out where he went is by following him.
I get the sense this is a DM player saying don't do it.
Zell's gonna follow Kenzi for no apparent reason.
That's crazy. Amy and this guy are also going to follow Kenzi for no apparent reason.
This seems like a good option.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go follow Kenzi, but I'm not forgetting about going west.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Rylee, what are you doing?
I'm following Kenzi, I guess.
Okay. Wasn't sure if you're going to go west or not. All right, you've all head east. The sheriff riding in tow with you. You'll get to a large, like solid stone building. Easily probably like a 50 by 50 foot building. Yep, this is the old slaughterhouse. I tried to repair the bits she damaged, but well, carpentry ain't always been my strong suit. That's why I'm a police officer, not a carpenter. He will hop off his horse, tie him to a post, and unlock the door to the front of the slaughterhouse for you guys. You walk in, and believe it or not, it looks like a slaughterhouse. Except completely spotless. There's no, like, dirt, no grime, no nothing. I really hope you weren't looking for any of like the blood stains or stuff, because I mean, over the last 5 years, I pretty much cleaned this town until it's spick and span again. So I mean, if you needed any of that, I apologize. It's gone. But I mean, we got all the hooks that the animals hung from. You know, we'll give you a basic tour of the slaughterhouse.
I think while he's doing that, Kenzi is going to kind of like try to like text the group and be like, how are we feeling about this guy?
Idalia will text back. I don't know yet. Currently, seems okay.
I'm gonna text back. Just seems like he wants to take care of his town.
Zell is kind of staying up closer to him and like answering questions to help this not be noticed, and he'll just not look at the phone.
I got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He'll stop. He'll stop at one point. Sorry.
What's the like history of this slaughterhouse? What's the history of the town?
Well, I mean, we were a fairly large and profitable town. We used to be one of the biggest money-making villages in the whole country, actually, until everyone disappeared. We were primarily farming and slaughtering. But, I mean, I mean, we weren't like a complex town or nothing. We were a pretty simple place. Place you could stop by and probably forget you ever showed up to. Anyway, as I was getting ready to say, this is the conveyor belt system. So if you don't know how slaughterhouses work, the animal gets killed and then they get hung up on these hooks here. And then when this place had power, the belt would then drag them along. It'd be like a long conveyor belt, so you can go from one place to another. Where they would skin the animal, they would bleed it all out, and all that good jazz.
That's so cool.
Yeah, eventually it would go down that way into a processing room where it would get like cut up into different cuts, so it could be packaged up and then sold.
Wow.
And it's really dangerous to go like in those tinier hallways because the hooks are very sharp. So don't do that.
Yeah, of course.
We would never.
No, that would be foolish.
Well, it sounds like you're gonna do that, and if you're gonna do that, I'd rather you just do it in my presence.
What makes you think that?
Kid,
I was just agreeing with
I've
you.
been a police officer for a long time. I get sarcasm tones. I get it.
I wasn't being sarcastic. I just kind of have a dry voice.
Yeah,
I thought you would. She's
you
gonna go ahead and
weren't.
go.
Your friend certainly was, though.
Okay.
She's gonna go ahead and go.
All right, kids, we're going through, I guess. Let me go in the middle, so I'm in the middle in case something happens on either side. I'm equidistance to assist.
Fair.
What's the order you guys are going through this?
I'm first,
Idalia first.
because
Who's
that
second?
surely won't backfire.
I'll go
Uh,
behind her.
Yeah, I think Kenzi wants to go behind the sheriff to kind of keep an eye on him.
Okay.
I'll
Right.
go last. That's fine. If nobody
Okay.
else wants to.
I'd
Sure,
say
that's
slot
fine.
Sky behind Disease.
Okay, we can do that. So
I got her in
Idalia,
the front half.
Zidal, Aziz, Sky, Sheriff, Kenzi, Damien, Rylee. Got it. All right, you walk through. It's a pretty tight hallway. These very sharp hooks take up a large amount of space. As you get further down, the hooks start getting dirtier and dirtier. I never came back here to clean because this is a very inconvenient spot to reach.
Hmm.
So
That's
please
reasonable.
be extra careful not to stick yourself on any of the hooks. Got no idea what diseases and or sicknesses might be here. But as you continue going forward, you will find yourselves in a large room, probably like 20 by 20 foot. You will immediately notice there seem to be 3 large vats filled with some kind of greenish blue liquid. A table in front of each one. And in the back corner, 2 filing cabinets.
I would go to the filing cabinets.
Which one? There's one on the back wall and one on the right wall.
Oh, we'll go back wall.
Okay.
I'll go to the other one.
I'll go to the
Guys.
bats.
I would like to go to the vats as well.
Okay. Give me investigation checks, everyone.
Investigation.
I'm head-butted by the cat.
While I'm doing mine, I'd like to ask, the sheriff, like, what is this stuff?
As you ask that question, you turn and look at the sheriff. You will see that he is equally as shocked and surprised as you guys.
I'm gonna guess you don't know.
He will respond saying he got no clue.
I got a
I got-
19.
I got an 11.
Okay.
I also got a 19.
I got a 4.
Man, these vats are cool as hell.
We're gonna
guys.
know these
We'll have
vats
to
for
switch
sure.
filing cabinets and try again.
You two in the filing cabinets. There's a lot of files. Skimming through them, nothing like you don't notice anything really of interest.
I would like to switch with disease and try again.
I would also like to do
Okay, sick.
likewise.
You two give me another investigation check. Kenzi
In other
and
words, I'd like to
Rylee,
skate. Yup.
you two checking out the vats. You will see each vat seems to have what appears to be a IV line coming out of it that goes to the table.
What's on this table?
it's just a pillow on one end and for lack of a better word, like a blanket on the bottom. It seems as if people were supposed to lay down on these tables, and then whatever this liquid is would be injected into them.
What's the likelihood that I have some kind of like empty vial type
Can empty a potion.
situation?
I mean, we can.
Oh yeah, I've taken a couple healing potions.
You can have some.
I would like to use my mage hand. Is there like, are the vats like open?
At the top, no.
Like anywhere? Like I was gonna try to have my mage hand like collect some.
It seems the only way that this liquid is able of coming out is through the IV.
Yeah, well, I'm not putting that in myself.
Shame.
So never mind.
New investigation rolls.
18.
24.
Sick. You guys find things. Alright, Cat, I
Yay.
need my hand so I can copy and paste.
I can copy paste. This is where Liz cries, by the way.
No.
Probably.
Get off the computer. You've already turned it off on me once.
What? We're only 20 some minutes into this. Idalia is already gonna cry.
Who knows? Maybe
Or, I'm sorry,
switching
Liz is
was
gonna
the right
cry.
call.
Yeah, come on, get it right.
We switched, and so now I'll get the sad one. I saved Liz. It's okay.
Of course.
Peter gets... Or Liz gets her.
Ah.
I thought he was about to say Peter gets the sad one.
And then Peter gets that one. Alright, Rylee, Kenzi, doing anything else with these vats?
Can't do
Really,
anything
if
with
I
the
can't-
IVs.
Hey,
I mean, you can turn the IVs on.
Yeah, fuck you. Let's turn them on. I don't see. They're not connected to anything though. But
I mean, the cat muted Brittany. It's funny.
I was trying to talk and it wasn't lighting up. I was like, why am I not talking? I would like to collect some through the IV into one of the vials.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm gonna turn toward Kenzi and Ryland and be like, hey guys, I think I know what that is.
What is it?
I think
blast.
if I'm taking a wild guess here based on what I just got. I think it's called enhancement goo.
Oh.
So we can make ourselves better.
Just chill before you start sticking that in you, Rylee. It says, when put through one's veins, this liquid enhances the muscle strength and density, allowing for faster and stronger creatures to be created. However, the subject takes a loss to its mental capabilities. These effects last 3 days before needing another dose. While the dose is not required, subsequent doses further improve the physical stats while lowering the mental. So I think that's what that is.
So you get strong but dumb for
Yeah.
3 days. Okay.
And the more you take, the stronger and dumber you get.
Oh. Good to know.
Is this like permanent or not permanent? Because it
You
sounded
said
like
you
when
had
I like I said, I might have misheard, but you said it's not necessary that they come back for a second dose, but they can come back for a second dose.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything in here about whether the changes go back to normal or not.
It does, however, say the effects last for 3 days.
Hmm. So I'm guessing that means after you are done with the 3 days, your stuff would go back to normal.
Yeah.
Truly only one way to find out.
Well, I have a vial of it in case anyone wants to find out later.
Peter seems having a great time with the paragraph he got.
Mine's not as straightforward.
Oh, it sure ain't. I forgot something at the bottom of it. Let me fix that. The sheriff's kind of just looking around this place. Confused.
So we're getting some of this in the vials, right? Health potion, empty bottles that we were doing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember how many potions you guys have taken, but I'll say at least
I have not taken a single one.
I think I've taken two. I took one of the ones Rylee gave me and one of the ones Liz gave me, so I have 2 vials of
you
it.
have 2 vials of enhancement goo.
Dude, I can take a health potion right now just to get a third. I'll do it. I got plenty.
I mean, you could.
Just dump it out. No, I'm gonna just take the 2 and I'll hold on to them in case anyone decides that they need to be a little bit stronger and a little more dumb in the future.
Well, if you assume it's a little bit.
Well, you never know. Is there anything else of interest aside from the filing cabinets and the goo?
No, other than that, this is a dark stone room that kind of ominous to be in.
I feel like something's gotta happen. If this is meant to be another lab, something's gotta happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust all those spikes.
Wait, spikes.
The hooks or
Yeah, the
whatever in
hooks.
the
Oh.
hallway we were on had to go through. And you know that we're gonna have to go back through when we get out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we think this is meant to be a lab?
I feel like the enhancement goo very much seems like something the experiments would have at least started with, or at least
This
some of them.
this letter's signed by the doctor. It's one of the labs.
Yeah.
I will.
But
Or at
did you
least
already read that?
officer. Yeah, I don't understand this. Do you want to read that? I don't get it.
Yeah, I'll let me look at it. So let me see if I can figure it out. Maybe.
Copy paste. Copy paste.
I am.
You can just post it in general, so everyone can read it.
Okay, I guess I can
Another
post
round.
mine in there.
While you guys are reading this, the sheriff is back at the entrance looking at the hooks.
Zell will go to him since he's done with this letter. Hey, what are you looking at the hooks for?
This place gives me a bad feeling.
I'd be more concerned if it didn't, quite honestly.
Fair. Right now I kind of got my detective hat on, trying to
Okay,
figure stuff
all
out.
right. What's the old sheriff thinking?
He will reach into his pocket and pull out a scroll. He'll unroll it, and begin reading it off and casting the spell Identify.
Oh.
Targeting some of the old bloodstains on the hooks. He will then drop to his knees. The blood. It belongs to the people who used to live here.
What?
He'll turn around. He'll quickly walk over to one of the vats and put his hands up to it. I think the townsfolk were used to make this.
The goo?
I think so.
That sounds about as likely as everything else that has happened, so
Sounds pretty
yeah,
familiar.
probably.
I'm very curious on how it was made now. Like, you just get a bunch of people and toss them in a vat and tear them up, and what, we throw other herbs in there? Well, how does this happen?
Some Italian seasoning.
Get some garlic powder in there, maybe a little chili.
Come on, man. Some cumin.
Ah, shit,
Sounds
paprika.
like cumin.
Human cumin.
Anyway, the sheriff will pull out his baton. He's going to start smacking the vats.
Whoa. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm trying to destroy this stuff.
No, that is not the way to do it. You're just going to spill it all over the floor, all over the place, and that cannot be a good thing.
But why not?
Just take.
Tell me why it can't be a good thing.
Because we're standing in the room.
Shit, you're right. You got shoes on?
Yeah, it has to be injected into the body.
It would be. We don't know that. We don't know that.
Well, the IV would tell us otherwise.
Yes, the IV, that means we know what happens when it's injected your body. We don't know if it touches your body. I don't think just breaking it open and splashing it all over this entire room is really the best course of action.
You're right. You're right. Sorry. I think I've just
No, it's okay.
lost my mind a bit.
Understand.
Can I do a history check to see if any of the times I was reading either at Mother's house or at Damien's house, I've come across anything that like sounds like what this log is, like something that's been extinct, that's kind of like combining an angel and demon thing? Can I just roll to see if I would have come across that anywhere?
Sure.
No, probably not.
Everyone go ahead and do that. Everyone give me a history check.
I got a 14.
You wouldn't have read anything anywhere
Okay.
about this.
How about
Wow.
27?
Nat 20, so 22.
A dirty 20.
Wow.
Idalia, you also would have no reason to know what this is.
Okay.
Trying to remember where the Z's were during the Z and Rylee solo episodes.
Either with,
I think you were close enough that you would have been able to catch enough to
Okay.
figure the dots. So both you and Rylee will, while reading this and seeing the word dreamer capitalized like that, you'll both be reminded of the story that Rylee's grandpa told Rylee. I guess Aziz wouldn't be able to hear that because they can't hear his grandpa. Oh well.
we've heard Dreamer be referred to him though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because that was one of the things that they mentioned for the
Yeah.
ritual is the
The
heart of the dreamer, right?
Yes. And that was supposed to refer to Rylee. Rylee, remember your grandpa's story about how these death row inmates took down the gods and fought through hordes of these creatures called dreamers that were half angel, half demon.
Yeah, so large creatures, one wing of the devil and one wing of an angel.
That honestly sounds cool as hell.
Sent to save the world from the gods. Yeah, I wrote that down.
Is this reading the log? They had a boy and they swapped his heart and then erased his memory. So now someone has the heart of the dreamer but doesn't remember any of it.
Idalia just look at Rylee and be like, how many times have we heard them refer to you as a dreamer?
Heard of me as a dreamer? I dream all the time, but that seems normal.
You would have only been referred to specifically as a dreamer the one time when listing the ritual ingredients. But the story about the dreamers and the death row inmates you would have heard multiple times from your grandfather when he was alive and your father when you were younger.
So, Rylee, how well do you remember the age of 5?
I could probably remember it. I got a pretty good memory. What exactly are you wanting to remember? Just the story? You want me to recite the story?
I was talking more in a general sense, not the story sense, I guess. Whatever that story is.
What do you remember from being 5? Or anything before that?
Oh, brother.
You remember whatever you want to remember from being 5. That's normal for a 5-year-old.
I mean, I spent a lot of my time, on the docks with my grandpa before he, passed away. and that's where most of those stories were told to me. And I don't know. He was just dreaming about the day that I could be out there with him. Besides that, just normal 5-year-old stuff, toys, school.
What were the items for the ritual?
Oh, fear not. I know. A vial of silver.
Mhm.
No, this is for something else.
That was
Hey,
the
that's
heaven hell thingy.
That's to
That's what
stop
we
it.
need.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
that's
we're
to put the
trying
That's
to
what
stars
do.
they
back.
need.
I don't know that I wrote the other ones down. Yeah, I don't think I have the other ones.
So what they
Uh-oh.
needed was someone capable of using dark magic, a large power source, a fractured soul, and the heart of a dreamer.
So us. It's us. They
Mhm.
need us.
Yeah, I just want you guys to know I don't have any wings. Didn't know if that was obvious.
No,
But
but
does your
you
heart
could
have wings?
potentially have the heart of one of them.
I mean, I'd say I'm quite the dreamer. I mean, my entire life I've spent trying to get to the point I am now of becoming a pirate after my grandpa. I mean, that's been the dream my entire life.
Reaching for the
If
stars.
that's what you guys are referring to.
Perhaps this is a conversation we can finish at a later time. I
Yeah.
feel like we're gonna end up
Just a
going in
thought to
circles.
put out there.
Yeah, or at least you could finish this outside of this small confined room with the goo that I think is made of all the people I knew and cared about.
Yeah,
Wait.
that thing.
What do we do? This is a lab, though. We've destroyed every lab we've come across except for one.
Destroy the entrance into it. At least make it harder to reach.
I mean, if we're going to destroy it, we might as well destroy the vats on the way out.
Do you have a way to destroy them where it doesn't splash onto possibly us? Because that seemed to be a problem.
I'm not asking how high is the ceiling. What is the ceiling made of?
Stone.
A different question. Oh, boo.
How big is the room?
20 by 20 with 3 vats.
Just give me a second while I Google something important.
Okay, you do that.
Oh, perfect. I mean, I could blow it up as we leave. We walk away and I can just blow it up. I don't know.
I mean,
Good.
think over.
Like, it won't get on us because we'll be away from it. I mean, I assume I've got room to, walk away and still look back.
Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough for me.
Sure.
And Zell will just leave the room.
All right. Gang will follow after you, leaving Rylee for last.
Mhm.
Yep.
So this is a long hallway. How do we get down here? I'll make sure I'm not trying to kill myself right now.
Long
No, like-
hallway. You walk down.
Long hallway.
Okay, that's what I thought.
hooks.
Yeah, with a bunch of hooks.
Something you probably shouldn't run down.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, you're right. Well, as I'm walking away, whenever I feel like I'm I could prop the doors open. Don't want to not have the doors open for
Wait,
this.
there's no door to the room.
Oh,
It
fantastic.
just goes into the room.
Okay, yeah, no, when I get far enough away, I'm just going to turn around and we'll blow it up. I'm going to take off one of my beads and I'm just going to chuck it into the room. And as a hero, as soon as it starts blowing up, I'm just going to turn back around and walk away.
This cool guys.
In
don't
other
make
words,
an
I'm using
explosion.
fireball in the room.
You sure are throwing one bead from your necklace of fireball.
At least he asked how big the room was first.
Yeah, at least he's
Yeah.
letting us get out first.
Exactly. So
That's
kind.
very polite.
And he's
yeah,
perfect because it's a 20 by 20. He's perfect.
No, you blow the fuck up out of this place. Vats shatter. Ceiling begins to cave in the room. Seems to be fine in the hallway, though. Seems to remain intact.
Perfect.
You get out, you're back within the good old slaughterhouse.
Well,
The sheriff.
Thank you for the tour, Mr. Sheriff.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone
You-
you knew and love are gone.
You be safe now. I think I need to lie down.
Yeah, that would be fair.
And
That's
he
smart.
he leaves.
He's doing a great job taking care of this town.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Wait.
No.
Shut up, you.
Alright, well.
Okay, question for DM.
I have all the answers.
Looking at the map, is it like a traditional north, south, east, west compass rose? If I look at the map,
Should be.
we're at lot 8 right now, right?
Yes, you're at 8. And unless I fucked up my compass, I think I was right.
I think I was right.
Compass on Google
About
Images. I was right. We're good.
so Yeah.
Good maths.
what time is it?
By now probably like 2-3 p.m.
Do we want to rest here for a little bit?
We might as well. We can go back to the inn.
The Pink Pony Inn.
Pink Pony Inn, yeah.
You guys do that. I'm gonna check something out first.
You want to do that alone?
I mean, I don't think I really need backup for it.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna travel west. I want to see if I just can find anything. I was gonna check Jeffrey.
Okay.
And just fly and see if I can see anything.
Okay.
I will
'Cause if
say,
I'm-
well, yeah, because our wings don't stay up for that long. So yeah, that's
If I'm looking at the map correctly, if Gorilla Boy went west, that's not toward the only other lab we haven't checked.
That
Which
is
makes me
correct.
wonder if there's something else
yeah.
that he was going towards. So I'm just gonna fly and take a look and see if I can find anything.
Okay.
I'll try to be back by sundown.
Just keep us updated if you do.
Yeah, if I find something, I'll definitely be back.
Sky will interject real fast. You don't know how to fly, Jeffrey.
It can't be that hard, right?
Maybe take
I'm
Sky
going to
with
go
you.
fly
you.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, take
alright,
Sky.
fine.
That way, if something does happen, you do have help.
And then he can just
Alright.
focus on looking and not focus on flying.
Alright, fine. Let's go, Sky.
Let's
We'll be
just
back
go.
by sundown,
Okay.
unless something happens.
It won't.
Alright.
No.
Alright.
And you said like the rest of the town is pretty much just like houses and like some other like businesses.
Yeah.
What kind of businesses they got going on here?
Some doctor's office, some meat stores, post office, strip club, grocery store, basic town things.
Right.
Maybe like a museum or something.
Oh, if there's a museum, I think Kenzi wants to go to the museum.
And you can go to a museum.
Fantastic.
What are the other two of you doing?
She's gonna gallivant around the town. There's nobody here anyway.
Fair enough.
Ding dong ditch.
I'd be so good at that. They would never
all the
answer the
time in the
door.
world.
Zell's just gonna stay in the inn and just rest a bit.
Okay. Damien is going to go with Kenzi to the museum.
Nice.
Rylee is gallivanting around the empty town.
What's wrong with walking around the town?
Got
Nothing.
nothing else to do.
You just said gallivanting, which is a fancy walking.
That's what I say when I'm going driving. I don't know. I'm gonna go gallivanting around town.
You're a fancy person, Tim.
I is.
Alright, Kenzi, you and Damien get to the museum. I mean, it's a pretty standard museum. Some nice art, some sculptures.
Gonna try to look around, maybe try to get some cool ideas to figure out how I want to carve my pumpkins.
You can find some cool art.
Taking notes, kind of getting ideas.
Alright, you do that.
Okay.
Riley's gallivanting. Zell's sleeping. I guess we're on the sky and Idalia in the air, flying westward. Go ahead. Give me perception or investigation, whichever one you prefer.
I prefer perception, because that's a nicer bonus.
Whichever one you prefer.
A natural 20.
Alright. You will see some damage to the trees going westward. Very indicative of something large running through these. But they seem to suddenly stop, probably about an hour and a half after you take off and start flying.
Hey, Sky, can we land down there?
Sure. She'll begin landing. You get down. I mean, the destruction just stops. Kind of in the middle of a forest at this point.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
What's the closest? Sure. 17.
There was some sort of magical thing here, but it's very dull at this point.
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah, it seems like whatever this thing is was directly in the path of destruction.
Makes me wonder if it's a portal.
Who knows?
Can I do another perception check?
Sure. What specifically are you attempting to look for with this perception check?
I guess just sense if I feel any electricity or anything like that again, like I felt in the capital, maybe.
I gotcha.
Um, 19.
Let me double check something before I give an answer here.
Okay.
Alright. You feel a slight energy continuing on to the west. But it seems like it's a good bit away.
I don't want to. I'm gonna tell Scott. I feel something going west, but I don't want to fly because I might lose it. So I just want to walk and see if I can keep sensing it.
Let me be a bit more specific. It feels like a not back by sundown type of far away.
How far away does it seem?
If you're walking, couple of days.
How long if we fly?
I mean, still not enough to be back before sundown. It's probably another 2.5-ish hours.
Alright, I'm gonna text the group and say, I might have found something. We're not gonna be back by sundown. And then I'm gonna ask Guy if she can kind of stay flying kind of low, so I can still try and sense that
Yeah, she can do
energy.
that. She will make sure you are confident you want to continue going without everyone else.
I will be texting back, be like, do you want us to meet you where you're going? Do you know where you're going?
Listen back, not yet, but this is just scouting. I'm not gonna do anything.
Sky will remind you that the last time you felt a sensation like this, you went into a place full of clones of all of us. That might not be a level of thing we want to do, just the two of us.
Kenzi is going to text back. There's no real reason for the rest of us to just kind of hang out in this town. So if you think there's something that needs to be investigated, I think we should all go.
Alright, I guess we'll go back then.
All right, you fly back another hour and a half. So it makes it about 6:37-ish. As you come back, is there anything the three of you are gonna do other than the original set of things?
That was 4 hours total, right?
About, yeah.
So I'd finish my long rest just right about when they arrive.
Is there anything just really cool in the museum, like non-art wise, like
Non-art wise.
Is it gonna
like artifacts or anything?
You know what? Yeah, there will be a cool sword.
Wow.
And like a leather wrapped, or like a leather box type thing. Seems old.
I will take the box.
All right, you pick up the box. The second you touch the box, you get a sensation that is hard to describe. It seems like this box is a power of good, or not good or evil, kind of like a neutral chaotic energy. There's a latch on one end of the box that is openable.
I'm not gonna do that now, but I am gonna hold on to this box.
Okay. Even the cool sword?
Yeah, Kenzi doesn't use swords.
Okay. Alright. But that's the cool things you'll find. Zelda's finishes long rest. Rylee is gallivanting around for 4 hours.
Probably. And I mean, he's probably
Alright,
stepping
sick.
off to rest someplace. I don't know.
It's taking
Maybe
in the
fun.
nice, beautiful scenery.
Maybe he stops in the museum. I mean, 4 hours is a long time to be gallivanting.
I can point him in the direction of a cool sword I found.
Oh shit!
Yeah, there's a cool sword up there, man.
Cool sword. Rylee, while you were gallivanting around before you get to the museum, you will feel as your bag of holding will do like a little shake.
The heck? Just gonna kind of look down at it, be like, maybe I just brushed up against something and kind of like ignore it, thinking it was just me brushing up against something.
It will shake again.
Okay, I didn't brush against something. What the heck? I'm just gonna, open the top of it and just look in there.
You will open it up, and a hand will reach out of your bag. It will have 2 letters in it.
The bag man. I'm just gonna take those letters.
All right, you
And say
take
thank
those
you.
letters. The hand becomes a thumbs up, and then sinks back into the bag.
Okay, cool. I mean, heck, I'm just gonna crack one of those bad boys open. See what's in
All
them.
right. The first one you open will say, "Your grandfather asked me to pass this message on to you, Bagman."
Bag man. And then I'll open the other one. You're like, oh, okay.
All right. In the other one, will be a short letter from your grandfather. Enemy boy, I just realized something. After all this time, I never taught you the proper rules of how to be a pirate. I kind of just led by example, but I never properly taught you the rules. So here they are, the 6 rules of fighting as a pirate and the 6 rules of living as a pirate that I am sending to you now. If you want me to read them, I can read them, but
Feels like a lot more than 6.
it's 6 things each.
Ah, oh, I see where it's separated.
My number
Okay.
says don't get copy and pasted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then at the end it says, "You're gonna do great. I believe in you, Grandpa."
Very nice. And I'll put that letter back in the bag.
All right. And then Idalia arrives with Sky. And you are all here together.
Right, I'm back, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we're just gonna land and I'm gonna be like, alright, you guys ready?
As ready as we'll ever be.
Sure.
Just fucking.
All right, you taking off?
Sure are.
All right. It'll be about 3.5 to 4 hours of flying low and close to the trees. The energy gets a little weaker because you are up in the air, but you're still able to make out about where it is. It will you'll reach the strongest point of the energy, kind of in the middle of nowhere, like an empty clearing. And that's like where the strongest bit of the energy will be. Like once you go past the clearing, it kind of starts getting dim and going the other way.
Okay, Sky, turn around, go back to that clearing.
He turns around and goes back to that clearing.
Alright, go ahead and land.
He lands.
Okay. Look at everybody, I sense something here.
It seems to be underground.
It seems to be underground,
Oh, good.
obviously, since there's nothing here. If I walk around, does it get stronger or weaker as I walk around?
Nearing the edges of the clearing, it's weaker. Closer to the middle, it's stronger.
Alright. The energy seems strongest in the middle of the clearing. So maybe I should just look around. And look for something.
I need you to say that again. There was a cat that was headbanging my headphones.
I said, I mean, the energy seems strongest towards the middle of the clearing, so I guess look around and see what we can find.
You want to start digging?
I was gonna say, is there anything here?
There's something here. It's just underground. Surely there's a way in, though. I mean, this isn't our first underground lab. There's got to be a way in.
So, do we think it's like the other one where it's gonna be off to the side somewhere? Because if so, I think we should probably spread out and start going.
I mean, yeah, let's
If
just
there's
spread out and look.
Because is there what's around us? What kind of like landscape is it?
We're in the clearing in the middle of the woods.
So there's trees all around?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome to start digging. Pat, can you get your ass out of my face, please? To talk.
I mean, we can either start digging, or if you want to look around and see if we can find an actual entrance.
Let's look for an actual entrance first before we go through the labor of digging a hole.
Okay. How far out are you going to look this entrance? Because you didn't really pass over any like cities or anything.
I mean, I feel like at least several yards into the woods around this clearing. Maybe.
You can check the woods. Good old investigation check.
$18.
13.
Got it, Peter. You rolling, Rylee?
Yeah, might as well.
He's too busy flirting with the DM.
I would never.
That's ridiculous.
Is it investigation?
That's what I said.
A 19.
All right. None of you will find anything that seems like an entrance, nothing out like unusual or out of place for the woods.
Well, shall we start digging, my friends?
I suppose so.
All right, you can start digging.
Okay, I guess we'll start digging.
I
will
feel the need to point
Go
out
ahead.
it's about 10 p.m. right now.
We've just been hanging out all day. I mean,
Fair enough. Just letting you know, getting dark at nighttime.
good thing we can see.
I've had my full rest personally.
That's understandable. All right, you start digging. All right.
Mr. DM,
Yeah, that's me.
I'm pressing the button.
All right, sick. You press that button. As we will pull the camera away from the digging to the good old void. You will note that the truth does not appear in front of you like he normally does. It's just the door slightly opened. And give me a perception check, please.
29.
You will hear the sounds of running water, seemingly coming from behind you.
The three of them will turn around then.
You turn around and, I mean, it's just void, but sound is very clearly coming from this direction.
Well, look, Zeal. Drew's not even here. You can't ask him. I'll tell you. I had to try, okay? We don't know. It could have been. So, should we look at this water thing while we're here? This seems important. Yeah, okay. They will go towards the water. Good luck at home. I'm not calling out the colors for quick stuff like that, so just good luck.
Figure it out. All right, you walk close to the sound, and at some point you hit a wall where you can't move forward anymore. Feeling against this wall, one of you will find the sensation of a door handle.
Okay. I'll say Zell found it, and he will attempt to open said door.
All right, you turn the handle and you push open the door. What you see through this door is a lush, like very serene Zen, like garden-esque area. There seems to be a hot spring, with running water. Seems to be the source of the sound. In said hot spring, you will see the truth. Towel over its head. Seems like it's taking a bath.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not interrupting you, are we?
As you speak, the truth will kind of like jolt up. Like the towel will just fall in the water and it will turn around. Zixeltel? What are you doing here? The truth will wave a hand and you'll see as a small book will float from the side to it. It will open it up and turn the pages. I don't have you on my schedule for today.
I wanted to press the button because I wanted to talk to you. So I made Zell press the button.
But why are you not on my schedule? You're supposed to be on my schedule. We'll flip a few pages. I see. Seems my time is coming.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. I think.
It's not your fault. It's simply how this goes for me. Everything that once lives must die at some point. And it will stand up out of the hot spring. I mean, please, what is it you're here for?
Oh, okay. Well, Zixeltel told me not to ask because she said it was stupid. But I think it's possible. So there was that circus that we went to, and there was that like blue tiefling that could use ice magic, and I just want to know if was that Zix?
Despite having no facial features, you can make out a look of confusion followed by surprise and then sudden acceptance. I'm sorry, Zixeltel. I'm afraid that information is not in my grasp.
Do you think it's possible at least?
I mean, anything is possible. But unfortunately, the only way for confirmation is to speak through the door. My time here is coming to an end. Information is no longer mine to have.
Is that why the door was cracked open when we arrived in the kind of void space?
So it seems. It seems that this is the last time that you and I shall speak to each other.
I assume the button will still take us here, just you won't be here.
That is correct. There will be someone else in my spot. Truthfully,
assume you
nothing will change for you, but
I think it'll change slightly if you're not the one here. Even if in just a small way.
I appreciate that. I truly wish I could assist you more, but I
You've
can't.
assisted us greatly as it's been.
I certainly hope that the door has the information you seek.
I don't know if we'll use it. In this case, it might be better if we search for our own truth. On our own, maybe. We don't need to sacrifice something when we've already lost so much.
I certainly hope that is the case.
Me too. Will your passing be painful?
I don't know. But I'm sure it can't be worse than the first time.
I suppose that's true.
One quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Since I know I'm going to die, I can bend some of the rules. Was the door open or closed when you arrived?
Opened. Not all the way, but partially.
And that certainly is not a good sign.
What do you mean that's not a good sign?
It seems that this time you're not the one in control. The door decides today. On the upside, it likely won't be much cost for you.
Does that imply... Who do you imply the cost is for, then?
I have no idea. I just know that, like it or not, you will be going through that door today.
Well, thanks for the warning, then.
I certainly hope the door doesn't take much from you or anyone else this time.
Yeah.
Farewell, Zixeltel.
Farewell.
I hope you find whatever you search for.
I hope you find peace.
As do I. As you turn back and go back through the door to this room, the door is now wide open and very close. Inside, you can see the figure that resides inside beckoning you forward. And as if your feet had a mind of their own, you all start stepping forward.
The three of them will reach out their hands to at least walk together unified as much as they can.
Understandable. You go through the door, once again in this strange place where it seems like all of time is sitting at once. It's a pleasure to see you again, Zixeltel.
Something like that, yeah.
You came here with a question, searching for an answer. I'm here to provide you that answer. But, of course, knowledge does not come without a price. But lucky for you, I have a simple one. You see, I find it a bit unfair that truth has only given you the ability to come speak with me. So in return for your answer, what I shall do is improve upon the button you were given. Make it so your friends can come here and speak to me if they wish.
Is that all?
I would like you to bring them here, at least once each. But that is all, yes.
Can you clarify, please, when you say my friends, who you are referring to?
The
I don't
people
wanna-
that you travel with. Idalia, Kenzi, Ryland, Sky and Damien.
Okay.
Even Haven if you are successful in saving her.
Okay.
The figure will put its hand out. So we have a deal?
Okay. The three of them will stack their hands together. Zeal's hand will be on bottom as they kind of shake the hand.
Alright. You shake his hand. You'll see as your button will glow in your pocket as it gets improved. Now, the question you want answered, please speak it to me.
Was the person at the circus we saw who looked like a blue tiefling that they called the iceberg, was that Zix?
That certainly is the body that Zix now inhabits.
Thank you.
Of course. Now don't forget, you must bring your friends here.
How soon?
Preferably sooner the better. It seems to me that you have a bit of free time on your hands right now. And it's not like time passes in this world. You'll be in the exact same moment that you left, and as will all of they.
Okay.
Farewell now. And you will feel as something will latch into all of your bags and pull you out. You're back in the field. Ground has barely been broken. As everyone's digging. You all got shovels. You're all digging real good.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, digging takes a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's taking a while, and I think I'm gonna have to switch to using some claws because it seemed to be faster the last time I used or last time we dug. So I will whip out the claws and use my
All right.
Calypso spirit.
1 minute, you got good old crocodile
Heck yeah.
digging.
We'll take it. Hopefully that helps, gang.
I mean, you're making more progress than everyone else.
I can do some dragon claws.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to.
I might as well.
All right, you do it. You're going a little bit faster. Slower than Rylee, but faster than the people with shovels.
Right.
Zitel's kind of to the side a bit, not digging.
Damien will notice you're not digging. You all right over there?
Yeah, actually, could you come over here, Damien, real quick?
Yeah, sure. He walks over.
Hey, would you mind pressing this button, please?
Sure. And he pushes the button. That was weird. That was strange.
What happened?
I was in this like weird place, and there was this guy thing that talked to me, asked me like what I wanted to know. It was weird, but I learned some stuff. So it was useful.
Okay. Okay.
How long have you had this?
Since
I feel like this could have
Before-
been really useful a few times.
well, no one else could use it until just now, so
Interesting. So, are you only sharing this with me, or is this a thing that everyone gets a chance to know?
yeah, I was gonna let everyone try it, but the guy said when he said that he was making it so that we all could do it, that he wanted to meet the others. So
Okay. Do you want this to be like a one person at a time thing? Like I go
Yeah.
grab someone and we like tag
That's
out.
probably better because if not, then probably two people try to press it at once, and I don't really know what happens if that happens.
All right.
So
Do you have a preference on who I grab or?
just go grab Sky, I guess.
Okay, yeah, I'll go do that.
The others seem like they're digging harder, so
Yeah, they do. He goes and he grabs Sky. Sky walks over. So, magical button to guy who answers questions?
in a very short way, yes.
Okay. He will push the button. That was certainly a strange interaction,
Mm-hmm.
but useful. And you will notice that the purple scar tissue that covered her eyes seems to be gone now.
Oh,
You're blue. No, green.
green,
You're green.
green. I'm the green one.
Sorry, I've never seen colors before, so I'm
Would
trying
you
to
like to
figure
see?
these
I
out.
can show you two other colors exactly. Would you like to see two other colors?
Sure. I've never seen colors before.
This is red.
Okay. I was going to say green. But no, that was the other
Green
one.
was the last
That was the
one.
last one.
You're. I'm so happy we can have one more person not colorblind in our group.
I mean, it's not really colorblind. I just couldn't see color.
Yeah.
Everything was kind of this black and white before.
One would call that colorblind. You just had a very unique version of it.
That's fair. That's fair. And this is blue.
No.
No. And the color's called...
You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. There's only 4 options with us.
Yeah, but that requires me to have remembered what the 4 colors you could be when they all looked like gray.
Yeah, yellow.
That's what I was gonna say. Definitely wasn't about to say brown.
Yes. No, you
yellow.
weren't gonna say that.
Nope, yellow.
That's not one of the colors I could be. That would be.
No, that makes no
crazy.
sense. Yeah. This is weird. This is gonna take getting used to.
I imagine.
At the same time, it's nice.
Good.
So I was like looking around, looking at everyone. That bow in Kenzi's hair is purple? I never would have
Yep.
guessed. I never would have guessed. I was thinking purple would have been a darker shade of gray this whole time.
It's just a darker shade in general most of the time.
How fascinating.
Just not gray. Yeah.
Anyway, Damien mentioned you wanted to do this like one at a time, so who next?
You just pick. You just go pick.
Okay. She'll walk off. Hey, Idalia.
Idalia, who is
You're
silent
muted.
right now. She's
Yeah?
taking a vow of silence.
What's up?
The Z's seem to have something they would like all of us to see one at a time. It's pretty helpful. I mean, I don't know if you've taken you haven't turned around to look at me yet.
What
But-
happened to your scar?
The thing with the they have a button for you to go press. The person I saw on the buttons who took care of it. I can see again. I can see in color. And it's very nice, but also so weird and confusing.
Kind of
But-
like this conversation.
Say that again?
So kind of like this conversation.
Yes, it's basically how Damien described it to me when he got me, because he was very vague.
Okay.
But there's a button you're gonna press, and you're gonna go to a person who seemingly has infinite knowledge and will answer any question as long as they make a deal of some sort with you. They also seem to be capable of changing something about you, as they took away my scar tissue.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk over to these.
She will take your shovel and go back to digging.
Hey, Haven said you had something to show us?
Haven said fucking nothing.
Haven's not here.
Haven didn't
Sky.
say shit.
Sky?
Yeah, that one.
Yes. Yeah, there's this button. Just be careful, okay?
Aren't I always?
No, you're not.
Okay. I'll push the button.
Alright, you push the button and you will find yourself in a void that's kind of like devoid of color while having every color is the best way to describe it. Inside there is a figure that appears humanoid that is just all white, no features of any sort. Why, hello, Idalia. Pleasure to finally get to meet you.
Who are you?
I've gone by many names throughout the years, but for the purpose of this conversation, I am the facts of life.
Okay.
I am a being with all the knowledge of the world. I know everything that will happen, has happened, and is going to happen. And I'm here to offer you any bit of information. I will tell you anything, as long as we are able to make a deal of some sort.
What kind of a deal?
Well, simple. I give you knowledge, and you give me something.
Like what?
Well, that
I don't
depends.
have anything you'd want.
I disagree. All people have something I'd like. The question is, what are you willing to part with? But we are getting ahead of ourselves. Firstly, what information would you like to know? That truly sets the value of what I would like in return.
I want to know where Haven is.
That's all?
Yeah.
Oh, that's simple, easy. For something like that, I think all I would like is a memory.
A memory?
Yes, your most cherished memory that you have. The memory
don't
that
have one.
gives you the most joy. It seems you may be a little concerned about what memory that could possibly be. Fear not. Even if you don't remember it, it's still there.
I hardly have any memories.
You have plenty of memories. Do we have a deal?
Yes.
The figure will put its hand out.
I'll shake it.
All right. Haven is located on a different plane of existence, a plane known as the Fey Wilds. There's a portal to it through one of the laboratories that Dr. Bile has, though it's not currently one you have the location of, nor is it the one you're currently looking for.
I'm guessing you can't tell me where it is either.
No, but I can tell you that it's not that difficult to find. Your friend H.A. already found it, though he was unaware of what was there. You might want to check back at your headquarters.
Our headquarters was destroyed.
Yes, but something there is clinging to life, waiting for you.
Okay.
Liz, if you could please describe what Idalia's happiest memory would be. It can be before or after she was turned into what she is now. I know, I'm so used. Usually I make you cry, and now I'm trying to make you think of happy memories, I know.
Give me a chance, I'm gonna cry. Obviously, she's gonna think for a second. I think the happiest memory I have would be when we were still at Mother's. And we were all at breakfast one day. It was me and Kenzi and I think it was Zeal at the time. And Guy and Haven, Damien, Alex was there too. When we first got there. And we were all eating and we were just talking and laughing. I knew I didn't have a family. But in that moment, I felt like I did.
You will see as this memory is seemingly pulled out of your mind. You can see it kind of like looking at like the film of an old camera as it's pulled out of your mind and you forget that moment ever happened. He simply places it on the wall and it seems to fade into the void. Pleasure doing business with you. Farewell now. You will get the sensation of falling rapidly. And then you are suddenly back in the field. Seemingly no time has passed.
I know where we need to go. Is it Tell in front of me?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just heard that.
Yes. Is that what you asked?
I asked where Haven was.
Oh, okay.
We need to go back to HQ. He said there's someone there clinging to life waiting for us. We need to get back there.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna run over to the others. Guys, it's not here. What we need is not here. We need to go back to HQ now.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go.
All right.
While we're in the air, I would like to share with them what happened.
Okay, you can do that.
You know what's going to
Okay.
be so sad? Is that you're not going to be able to tell us what memory you took.
So, some of you aren't going to understand what this means, but I went to this void. To tell disease, they have a button that you can push, and it takes you to this void with this thing. And it answered the question I had, which was where Haven is. He said she's in a different plane of existence called the Feywild. And he said that there's a portal at a lab that can get us there. So he said HA knew where the lab was, he just didn't realize it. And then when I asked, he said it was at HQ, so when I asked or told him HQ was destroyed, he said that there's somebody that is still there that is waiting for us to get there. They're clinging to life. They're waiting for us to get there. I don't know who, but if we can get there, we can talk to them. We might be able to find Haven soon.
Okay.
From your guys' current location, it would probably take you about a day to get to HQ.
Yep.
Meanwhile, there's 2 more people that haven't got a chance to push the button yet.
Is that the button that you tried when we first got to HQ?
Yeah. But, well, it wasn't my first time trying it, but
Oh, you just wanted to see if anything happened.
well, it's always been able to take me to the void, but I think it's different for you guys than it is for us. But he wanted everyone to press it, so Rylee and Kenzi are the only 2 that haven't yet.
And Haven, if you save her.
Let's
And
not.
We're gonna save her.
Yeah. Kenzi will volunteer.
Just be careful.
Okay. Now I'm gonna push the button.
You push the button, you find yourself in a void. Seen previous description for Idalia.
Mm-hmm.
Kenzi! Pleasure to meet you. You know, it's been a long time since someone of your family has come to see me.
You've seen others from my family?
Well, of course. People who try to do things typically need knowledge. I am the absolute source of knowledge in the world. And I'm here to answer a question for you. Any question you have, I will give the answer with no lies, no tricks. All I ask is a deal. Something in exchange.
Like what?
Well, that depends. What do you want to know? And what do you have to offer?
I think Kenzi is kind of thinking through like a few of the things that she would like to know. One of which is what actually happened to Kelsey, and stuff like that, and like why her dad is where he is and all this stuff. But I think in the moment she realizes that she has a new family, and so I think her ultimate goal is to help them. So I think her question is going to be, when the time comes, how will we defeat Vecna?
Truly an interesting question. A question that I quite like. Very deep question. I think that is a question worth answering for an emotion.
What emotion?
Well, what emotion do you think is worth giving up for this?
To save everyone? Anything.
So in that case, let's say every emotion. You know what? No, I will leave you with extreme anger and extreme sadness. Unless you don't find that reasonable, I'm open to negotiations.
If you take those emotions, you will tell me how to defeat Vecna?
I will tell you how you will defeat Vecna, yes?
Okay.
You will put a hand out.
I'll shake it.
Alright. You will feel as every emotion except for extreme anger and extreme sadness leaves you. You and your friends will engage Vecna in combat within his temple. It will be a long, arduous fight, but you will come out victorious with the assistance of an unexpected ally. So this ally should be approached with caution. They may not be who they seem.
I take it you can't tell me who that is?
No, I cannot. I certainly hope this was worth it. Kenzi, farewell. And then you will feel yourself fall out of the sky, and then you're back on the back of Jeffrey the giraffe.
She is fully crying. I think she'll just kind of hand the button back.
Kenzi, what's wrong?
She'll kind of tell them just when the time comes, we will defeat Vecna with someone's help, but I don't know who.
Then why are you crying? That's good news.
That was part of the deal. He took all of the good emotion.
Why did you agree to that?
We needed to know.
No. With time, we would have figured it out. I said be careful.
I knew what I was doing.
Over your head.
You can't feel happiness anymore?
There's one person left. Rylee, are you gonna push the button?
From what I'm assuming or what you guys are saying, I have to give up something for any question to be answered.
Simply make a deal.
That was an out loud question to the people.
Just... yes. Just don't do something stupid, please.
I don't think you got anything to worry about, bud. I can't think of anything that I need.
But
I don't think there's anything I need right now. I mean,
well, you go tell him
you
that, and
guys
if he
got a
if
lot
he takes
going
that answer, that sounds like a great idea. To just tell him you don't need anything and you're just here to visit. Hello, hi, and then just move on. That sounds
What?
great. I don't
What?
know what his options are. This sounds different than when I did it. So
What
Do I
it's a
have to
different-
press the button? Can I just not and then wait till later whenever
No,
we
you have
need
to
an
press the
answer for
button.
something?
no, I don't want to deal with. If this is what he's doing, then I don't want to deal with you not pressing the button.
It has to be now.
Yes. But you don't have to give up something so steep.
I'll press the button.
All right, you find yourself in the void. See previous description. And there he is. Ryland Morris. I've been waiting for you, you know?
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
Because you are unique. You are different from anyone else in this world. And that is why you get something different.
What's that mean? I don't get any question I want answered like the rest of them?
Oh no, you get any question you want answered. But I'm the one asking you for something.
Oh.
I would like a favor from you. Something that I will figure out later. But you are a capable person. I would like a favor from you. Any one thing, and I will answer any 3 questions you may have.
See, I came in here not knowing a single question that I would need answered, and you're wanting 3? Or asking, or allowing 3, I suppose is the correct term.
If you would like, I will also allow you to give these questions to others.
I will absolutely would rather have that. I think I've got myself figured out.
All right, one favor, and you can any one of your choice gets asked 3 questions. You can split it up amongst 3 people, each get 1, however you see fit.
I would like to give. I like that. Because, I know that they got a lot going on and they need answers, but, I'm not the greatest leader in the world, but I just don't have the questions. And I feel like they do, So I feel like Idalia, Kenzi, and the Z's, one of the Z's at least, can ask another question. But what's the favor?
I don't yet know. But once I figure it out, I will summon you here and tell you. Do we have a deal?
What's the deal?
He will put his hand out.
Oh, shake the hand.
All right, so you want to give each of them 1 question?
Yes.
All right, then all 3 of you will find yourselves in this void. So all 4 of you are here at the same time. The Z's still split apart into 3. Welcome back, you 3. Or 5, I guess. You get 3 questions amongst yourselves, courtesy of your friend Rylee here. No cost to you, just question and I give an answer.
Idalia, you wanted to know how to get to the portal, get to the lab? I mean, here's your chance.
We have a way to figure that out.
You can ask another question. Kenzi, you lost your emotions, so I know you're going through a lot right now. You also could have another question. It's amongst you, you 5. 3 questions.
You don't all have to jump up at once. If you want to, Peter, you can roll insight.
That's a 21.
It is, in fact, the same person, but it seems that his motive has changed to something different.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
It seems to be a more selfish purpose now.
Mm-hmm. Pass.
Passing on a free question.
We hardly wanted to ask the one that you made us do earlier. We weren't given a choice but to come into the door. So what makes you think we want to ask another one?
Because it's at no cost. There's nothing for you to lose.
No cost for us. What cost is it for him?
We've
No,
already
I didn't
made our
lose
deal.
anything.
Rylee, what was the deal that you made?
I didn't lose anything, if that's what you're asking.
That's
I'm
not
fully
the question
intact.
we asked you.
Riley, what did you agree to?
Yeah, a
What's in
favor
that?
in the future.
And you did that why?
Because
You didn't want
guys.
anything.
Hmm?
You didn't want anything. Why are you offering a favor?
I didn't need anything, but you guys seem to need answers.
If they
What
wanted something
favor?
else, they would have just pressed the button again.
I don't know the favor.
He also didn't offer anything. I asked for the favor.
Why?
Because it's good to have favors.
Look, if we can get free information, I think it's worth whatever they're gonna ask.
It's not free.
It's not free, Riley. You have no idea.
For
what it's
you
gonna want from you.
guys,
By extension, it is not free for any of us. As long as
It
we are
will
stuck together,
be
it is not free.
fine.
No, it's not.
it will be
It
fine.
won't be fine.
We will be fine.
Well, the three of us aren't asking anything, so you guys can figure it out.
Would you like me to summon someone else here since those three declined to answer?
That's up to them.
No, it's up to you. You're the one that made the deal.
Look, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here.
I don't have a choice in that matter. Quite honestly, I didn't want to be here in the first place.
You decide who gets the questions, Ryland. You picked them, they refuse. You may choose someone else.
And if they don't ask a question, what happens then?
You'll get a question just sitting around. Someone will ask a question eventually.
Does nobody have a question? Nobody wants to know how their family is. Nobody wants to know anything.
I have one.
Go ahead.
Will we save Haven in time?
You are currently on the path of saving her just in the nick of time, yes?
Okay.
2 more questions. Would you like me to summon Damien and Sky, Ryland? It seems these three are a bit untrusting of me.
Yeah, why not?
Very well. He will give a little clap, and then Damien and Sky are suddenly here. He will explain the gist to them. Rylee, I just want to be the first one. Well, I'm probably not the first one to tell you because these three are here, but that was incredibly stupid.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
We know. We know.
You should at least have figured out the favor first. But you guys really have no questions?
I asked mine.
All right, then I guess I'll go. How do we get what we gave you back? Simple. If you want to return the items you have given me in our deals, all you must do is kill me. I have a physical body out in the world. Find me and kill me, and it all comes back.
Where?
Is that your final question?
Well, it seems pointless not to ask. Where are you?
At current, it seems that my body... Look at a map. It seems I'm currently leaving the capital city. Like I'm heading towards the border. I have a business deal to do in a neighboring country, then I will be back. I do, after all, have wares to sell.
Then I suppose we'll see you later.
Of course you will. Farewell now. And all of you will feel the sensation of falling before you come back to where you are. Still flying. Still got time. Perfect amount of time, in my opinion, for you guys to talk amongst yourself while I go use the bathroom.
Oh, well. Then I will wait till you get back. Oh, that is the only person I can think that it's going to be.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I don't
Listen,
foresee a world that's not.
an
Yeah.
angry and sad Kenzi trying to kill everyone.
Girl,
I
why
think the
didn't
next-
you offer like
you
pride or
agree?
something? Why'd you agree?
I thought it would make things more interesting.
There's better ways to do that. you
No,
could just
no,
take away
no.
one. Listen, you could have just
No.
taken away happiness, and it would have been
Yes.
interesting. Not limit yourself to two things.
Yeah, it's fine. I think angry Kenzi is going to be very helpful.
I think it's going to be something.
The strong
I
emotion character is supposed to be my character.
Listen,
Not
I was
yours.
just about to say, I think Kenzi and Zell are going to become great friends.
No, Zell's pissed off at Kenzie right now.
And Kenzi
Okay,
will be
but who
pissed
is
off
it?
at that.
Okay, but who's he pissed off more at? Kenzi or fucking Rylee?
Yes.
At least I knew what I was getting into.
Like,
I said
Timothy, I
to
want
all
you to
three
be.
of your characters, be careful. And I thought Liz was not being careful. I'm wrong. I take that back. I
I
apologize.
was the most fucking careful.
Yeah,
I lost a
you
singular
did-
memory.
You did pretty all right. Sky
I
over
was-
here's like, hey, I can actually see now. And
I
the
know,
Z's
I'm
were
waiting
like,
for him to come back. I want to see what they gave up, and I want to know what Damien asked.
I would like to read mine and Peter's Discord chat during this whole last I don't know 20 minutes. Me, Kenzi, no, Kenzi, no, Kenzi, no. Peter,
I
bad,
saw you guys
unreasonable.
shaking your heads, and I was like, I'm not going to look.
Me, very unreasonable. Peter, other Liz says pride. Me, Kenzi, no, Kenzi, no. And then Peter, I'm going to kill your husband. Say your goodbyes now. And I said, fucking me too.
the wine is pouring in this house right now.
Listen, it gives us another fun goal of we're gonna get to kill someone else to get all our stuff back.
Honestly, kind of excited I finally get it off Simon's Elephant.
Right?
Thank God, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
Liz and
gonna
I
be
are sitting
fun.
here like, is this Vecna? No. Vecna wouldn't tell us how to kill Vecna. That doesn't make sense.
This makes more
Yeah.
sense. This
Yeah.
makes complete sense.
It does.
Makes
It makes a
much
lot
more
of sense.
This is not my truth. My truth
Yeah.
would never.
It returned.
I just want you to be aware we did not discuss anything.
No, it was not in character.
Oh, I
You
trust
will
me,
need to
I
splice it.
heard.
but now that you are here, Kenzi would like to ask Damien what he asked for. Like what he wanted to know? Or what he found out, or what have you?
I asked where your sister was.
Where my sister was?
Yes.
What about your sister?
I figured that we know who has my sister. It's only a matter of time till we find her. We don't know what happened to your sister.
And what did you give up for that?
I gave up some memories of my childhood. The few good ones I had. But your sister's alive. It seems she's being held in the Undying Lord's temple.
Well, it's a good thing we're going there anyway, then, yeah?
I want to say yes, but your tone makes me want to say no.
She only has 2 tone options.
She only has 2 tones now.
I
Be
know,
glad
and
she's not punching you.
it doesn't help.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Sky, what did you ask that made it so that he took away the scars?
I asked I asked how I could improve my magic, be more useful to you guys. And he said he would just give me it in exchange for my Calypso. It seems my Calypso was somehow tied to the scar on my face.
Oh.
You gave up your Calypso?
Yes.
Hers was the monkey, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Anything else you'd like to ask?
Yeah, not to you guys. Rylee, could I have your bag of holding, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. Zell's gonna open it up. I don't know how this works. Mr. Bag of Holding, can I have a note that I could write you something on, please?
Nothing happens.
How do you get the bag guy to talk to you guys?
You just get a piece of paper and write whatever you want on it or a question and just shove it in the bag. Usually he responds.
Can I have a piece of paper and a pen, please?
I think I have.
Kenzi's got her little journal or whatever. I think she's gonna like rip a piece out and be like, here.
What'd you write into the bag, man?
I'm sending it to you because he's not
Oh.
gonna say it out loud.
Whoa, secrets.
Intrigue.
This is the best part about being a DM. I get secrets.
I can't get over the freaking penguin that Tim sent in the chat. Every time I go back to it.
This fucking sent Newt in the goddamn chat.
It was a timely joke.
It was.
He said
It's just
that there
so
is
funny.
something still alive there waiting for us. And I was like, oh, it's the fucking penguin,
It's so
clearly.
funny. Every time I click back to the conversation, it's right there.
You write your question down, you shove it in the bag, and wait for a response. Everyone else is welcome to talk.
What's the plan?
I believe we're going back to HQ to figure out who's alive and where we're going.
I'm aware of that. This time anyway. But whoever that guy is leaving the capital. You don't know where he's gonna go after.
A hand will come out of the bag and hand you another letter.
Okay.
Zidel, whichever fucking one you are. I can't see your lights right now.
It is Zell. It is right. It is. I'm red. I'm red one. Red
I'm gonna
one.
read it out loud. You want me to make this a secret message too?
Please send it to me.
Okay.
I'll decide if it needs to be read out loud.
We are closer to HQ than we are the capital, and apparently what we're doing now is gonna get us to Haven. So I feel like if we go anywhere else, we won't get to her in time. So whoever this guy is seems like it's just gonna have to wait.
Well, then I hope we can find him whenever this is done.
Maintaining the path to HQ.
Yeah, the most awkward Jeffrey ride we've ever had.
I don't know what you mean. It can't be that awkward.
I feel like it's the most tense.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We have two very pissed off individuals on this thing.
I can also be very sad if you'd rather that.
I think I prefer pissed off Kenzi.
Okay,
I can't
great.
do the sad one right now. That one went away. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
At least we don't have to worry about that.
Zeal
Then
can do his
angry it
best if you
is.
would like.
No, I think at the moment anger is probably the best bet.
Damien's going to attempt to break the tension. I spy with my little eye something green.
Could it be trees?
Yeah.
How?
Who would have thought?
What's the order that we're sitting in right now?
Assuming you've maintained the same order every time, it's from front to back, Sky, then I believe it's Idalia, Zixeltel, Rylee, Kenzi, Damien.
That's not good news for Damien.
I was gonna say, Damien, if you were in front of me, I would push you off this.
No, but he is behind you.
Yeah, well.
Damien, Zell and Zatel would like me to say that they don't have anything nice to say to you right now, so therefore that's why I'm out.
What did I do?
I don't know. That's just what they said.
Okay.
I think something about not the time, maybe. But I could be wrong.
I'm just gonna stay quiet.
From the front. Good idea.
All right, the
So sad.
definitely now the most awkward Jeffrey ride. About a day will pass, and you will.
Real awkward 24 hours right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
But you will arrive at HQ, a big hole where the cave that was the entrance is basically just a giant crater now.
Cool.
There's a hole that seems to go all the way down from the surface into the HQ.
Well,
I might as well fly down, right?
So what about us that can't fly? We like
grab onto somebody that can.
okay. Damien's gonna go to the Z's. You seem to be the least angry with me at the moment. Is it okay if I go down with you?
Zatel will switch to Zell, who will then say, Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks.
Halfway down, Damien just falls.
Listen, it's not because you did anything. It's because you're a man. That's what she says.
I get it. I understand.
She'd like you to know acceptance is the first step.
I'm pretty sure it's the last step, but thank you.
In this case, no.
Oh my god, how does all of us being angry just turn to all of us being so mean to him?
Probably because you being mean to Kaleb.
Zitel's normally mean to him. This isn't new for her.
I haven't really
Zitel
said
is mean
shit
to
other
men
than shut up.
normally.
This is just all of you being mean to Kaleb. That's rude.
This was the right choice for Damien. This was the correct of the three.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll look at Kenzi and be like, if you carry Rylee, are you gonna drop him?
I can't make any promises.
I'll take Rylee.
I could take it.
Sky will go with
Just
Kenzi.
push him in. I'll take Sky, that's fine.
You go down to your HQ. It is very much so fucked up. It seems the battle kind of just went all over the place. You will find HA's body, multiple stab wounds all around, in the middle of the lore. Sky will go and check his pulse, and there is none. You all hear a faint sound coming from one of the side rooms.
I'm gonna go that way.
Yeah.
You go that way and you will find Ezekiel the penguin. His jaw snapped like in half. Body just bloody and mangled. He will see you enter. A look of joy will come through his eyes as he uses his one functioning flipper to like pull himself towards you at the door.
I'm gonna go pick up the baby.
Before you can get to him, he will start like coughing, kind of like a cat coughing up like a hairball. And a crystal will come out of his mouth. He will lift it up to you.
I shall take it.
You take it, and then his arm will just like give out, and you will see as the life leaves his eyes.
That's so sad.
I think it's one of the two emotions you can feel.
I know.
Sky will mention that the crystal looks like it goes into the map, like the hologram map thing.
I'm gonna hand it to Sky and let her do her thing.
All right. You will
I still want to pick up Ezekiel though, and I want to carry him back to like next to AJ.
Okay, you can pick up Ezekiel and carry him. Sky will put the thing in. And a new map will appear. Now being uploaded into the chat for world stuff.
Whoa.
Oh,
Goodness.
It seems that this map adds 6 new labs to the ones you already had.
Hold up.
Holding up.
6.
2, 3. Yeah. There are marked
Yeah,
with
there's
the darker
11,
yellow.
13.
Darker yellow. Got it.
that guy from the Void.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was heading south.
He said he's going to the border. He did not specify which border.
Oh, that's where it is. Couldn't find it.
13 or 14.
Mm-hmm.
To sell his wares. That's concerning if he's going to a lab.
What is the white that 11 is in?
It's
What
like
does that represent?
It's a mountain. It's like a mountain range.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
So he's leaving the capital, going to the border. Oh, man. Well, we need to look around for stuff that HA was finding because it says that he found the one where the portal is, but he didn't know it had the portal, so we need to figure out which one before we
portal.
just start wasting all of our time going to all of them. We need to see if he left anything that would indicate something. Otherwise, I feel like we're going to end up wasting a lot of time going to labs where it might not even be, and then most likely run out of time.
Yeah.
So there's got to be something with one of these labs.
There has to be.
Can I start looking around to see if there's like any notes or anything that he would have left somewhere about anything?
Sure, give me a good
I would like to look
investigation
to
Oh, sure.
investigation.
Group
check.
effort.
I'm gonna use I would like to re-roll that. So whether that's I'm using a luck point or my inspiration, I don't know, but I'm gonna roll again.
Pick one.
I'll use my inspiration because that's not gonna work for me.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
Hmm.
Having a good time over there, Kenzi?
Tis a very sad and angry day with the nat 1 that I rolled and then the second nat 1 that I rolled.
Damn.
I think Kenzi at this point is just throwing stuff on the ground.
Solid. Other two of you?
I got a 13.
I got a 24.
Alright. You three are able to find remnants of what would have been notes. Books with pages torn out, ashes of burnt pages and books, crystals that are shattered on the floor. Anything that would have had information about any of these locations seems to have been broken. It seemed that the only reason this map itself wasn't broken was because Ezekiel swallowed it.
I can't find anything.
No.
Same.
I guess that leaves us. No. I guess that leaves us with our only option, which is
Just pick one.
pick one and go.
Yep.
Maybe if we go to some of these labs, we can find something.
Yeah, I mean, 11 is really close, and it's one that we didn't know about before, so my assumption is that wherever this portal is, it's in maybe one of the ones that we didn't know about before, but we still haven't made it to 9 yet, and it's relatively close.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like 3 that we haven't been to that are right around. We could just pick one and then hit the line.
We have a pretty straight line of if we were to go to 9, 11, 15, down to 14.
Yeah.
And just make our way around.
Did the, like, with the button thing, did it tell you which one to go to? Like, did it say it was one that we didn't know about, or did it specify that?
No, it just said that HA found it. He just didn't realize it, basically.
That's assuming that HA knew what was in any of the labs. He may not know. Could have still been one of the old ones.
Yeah,
Right.
the only
Could
old
be
one we
9.
haven't been
Figure
to is 9.
So I say, start at 9 and then just, just hit them all. I mean, we've got 4 of them.
Yeah. And then
right
maybe
in this
go,
path.
maybe do 9, 11, 15, 14, over to
14.
13. Now, with 16, that's over in the ocean.
Yeah, which, I mean, eventually we're gonna have... How long has it been since
It's been
Rylee got his shit?
It has been about 6-7 days.
Oh my god, we are going so fast.
Mhm.
I mean,
I
maybe
say 16 unless we hear otherwise. Should probably be the last one we go to, just because it's in the middle of the ocean, and right now we don't really.
yeah, there wouldn't be any
It's
place for Jeffrey to land or
farther
anything.
away. Yeah, so maybe by the time we hit these ones and stuff, we'll be able to get his
Right,
shit.
so,
Yeah.
so 9, 11, 15, 14, 13. Maybe we could go back and see if the ship is ready.
Well, because there's also 12 up
Yeah,
on the coast, so
so we can hopefully the ship will be ready after we go to 13. If
yeah.
not, we can go to 12 to buy us a
12.
couple more days, back to 2, then to 16. If we get to 2 after 13, we could just go 12 and then 16 once we have the boat.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we know where we're going for the next several days, though.
Yeah.
You are heading off to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. That will take you probably like half a day to get to.
Yeah, because it's like the middle of the night, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So if you wanted to sleep while you're here,
Do you want to sleep or?
You probably should.
Yeah, I guess so.
Might as well. I mean, it'll be easier to see where we're going in the light. So.
I'm gonna look at Sky, and then at her dad. I'm gonna ask her, do you want to give him our proper burial while we're here?
I'll take care of it. You guys rest up.
Are you
You
sure?
need to sleep too.
I'll get some sleep. Don't you worry.
Okay.
If you need us, we're here.
Thank you.
Guess we'll go sleep.
You go sleep.
Go sleep.
You go sleep. You wake up after you go sleep. Good morning. It seems that Damien has attempted to make breakfast.
Does it seem as if Sky got any sleep?
Sky is not currently at the breakfast table.
Okay.
She seems like she might be actively sleeping.
Okay.
Did I watch Damien cook since I had an extra 4 hours to do so?
If you wanted to watch Damien cook.
Yeah.
You watch Damien cook. You are not impressed. He very much fits into the stereotype of men can't cook.
So are there any like fresh fruit or bread that I could have instead?
No.
So what exactly did he try to cook?
Yeah, what was the vision?
He has made some eggs and some French toast. Using what was left here.
He made French toast?
Yeah. Why there's no French bread for you?
That was not the question. It was, how did he manage French toast if he's a man and can't cook?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Between eggs and French toast, what went wrong?
Yeah, the eggs. I'll believe eggs. Something's not right with that French toast.
At no point did I say it was good or proper French toast.
Oh, so it's probably just like, what, soggy bread?
Hey, yeah.
So it's bread with cinnamon on it because he wouldn't know to mix egg into
Yeah.
batter.
That's
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah, because you use the eggs to cook eggs.
Could
Yeah.
be worse. Yeah.
It's bread with cinnamon that he put on a pan
Mm.
and burnt the cinnamon.
Yep. Okay. I'm getting it now. No further questions.
What kind of eggs did he make?
The only kind that he knows.
The only kind he can make. Scrambled.
Ah.
There's
He does
probably
not know
shell
Actually,
in it, though.
no.
I was gonna say, are they crunchy?
Oh,
No,
he knows
not
something else?
scrambled. He made sunny side up eggs because he did
Oh, they're just raw eggs.
because he just cracked the egg in the pan and then never flipped it, never stirred
Too
it.
chicken shit to flip it. Yep, gotcha. Okay, understood.
Great.
Understood.
I think Kenzi's gonna like kind of nibble on the toast, but she's gonna kind of look at the egg and then kind of look at her Calypso spirit. Like, do you want that?
He will look at the egg, look back at you, look back at the egg, look back at you, and shake its head no. Oh, actually, thank you for mentioning your Calypso spirit. I almost forgot it did. All of your Calypso spirits seem to be a bit bigger than they were before.
Yay!
New bonus.
They've all become adults.
Adults. My goodness. So what are we up to for our plat?
It's a
+3.
+3 total.
+3 total.
Oh, additional 1d8 damage from all sources and 10 more HP.
Yay.
Ooh.
And then Kenzi, you will also find after your dragon shakes his head no, kind of rubs his head upon you.
Aw.
And instead of going through you like it would have, you feel it.
I can't be happy about it.
Nope.
I hate this.
You guys are able to interact physically with your Calypso spirits now.
Yay.
So when the Z's switch, does the Calypso spirit switch at the same time?
Yes.
That's awesome. All three of them will take turns coming out to just kind of play with their Calypso spirit a little bit and check them out.
Yeah. Hope you guys have a all right breakfast. Sky will join you probably halfway through as she wakes up.
Morning.
Morning. These eggs look wonderful, Damien. Thank you so much. He just nods. Seemingly a silent breakfast. Then you all get ready to take off towards lab number 9.
Can we get to add our Calypso bonus to initiative?
Oh, shit.
This whole time, I did not know that.
That's the highest I've ever fucking had an initiative.
Here to help save the day, guys. Don't worry.
Oh, we spent the whole morning be like, oh, our Calypso spirits. Meanwhile, Sky no longer has one.
Yeah.
Aw.
You know what?
Right,
I'm
so-
sorry. I'm gonna say it.
Kenzi's sad.
That's
Like I
my
said.
fucking fault.
Hers is, I will say, hers is one of the more reasonable trades.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable
Oh.
trade, honestly.
Yeah, she didn't really
Better
use
than-
it a lot, right?
Better than
Yeah.
trading away all but 2 emotions.
I don't want to hear it.
Or an arbitrary favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to pit the party against each other or anything.
It's just gonna continuously be brought up. Whenever one of us does something stupid and somebody's like, "Ah, you idiot," be like, at least I didn't trade away all my emotions, but 2. Anyway.
You're flying.
Sure are.
Somehow maintains being a tense environment.
I think it's gonna be that for a while.
Yeah. You, after flying for about half the day, you will find what appears to just be a shack in the woods.
Well, is the shack in the location of where the lab is possibly supposed to be?
Sure looks like it.
Wow.
Let's go explore the shack.
Alright, you land, you go inside the shack. Who's entering the shack first? What's the order?
I'll go first.
Alright, you walk in and the floor immediately gives out underneath you.
I want. Can I? Calypso wings, please.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I would like to put myself in front of the door and be like,
Is the floor gone now?
Yes.
great. Well,
Well, does the hole
Thing-
lead somewhere?
that's a great question. You want to put some wings on and come see with me?
Sure. Zixeltel will do that.
Okay. I guess Zixeltel and I are gonna go fly down and see what the hell's at the bottom of this pit thingy.
Alright, you guys fly down. You find a very small metal room as you get down there.
What is inside small metal
There
room?
is simply a whiteboard that seems to have a whole bunch of stuff on it, and a glass box with what seems to be a heart on ice.
I like that.
I'll go look at the whiteboard.
Oh good, you gotta get the heart.
All right, the heart is, it seems larger than normal. I mean, it's a heart. The whiteboard seems to have equations and some sort of like diorama of this heart, like this heart being put inside something, and then like a beam or like magic spell of some sort being casted on it, and then it just has another picture of the person, like a person with the new heart inside of it, and like things like bouncing off of it.
No.
Like as if like people like casting spells and shooting arrows, and it's like just bouncing off the person.
Can I investigate the heart using Arcana?
Sure.
That's a nat 20 equaling the 33.
All right. The magic seems to not be like, you're not familiar with the magic particularly, but there's something magical about this heart. It seems to be of a powerful magic.
Something about beam go you when it comes in contact, probably based on the diagram. Okay.
Is that all that's here?
I mean, if you want to make a investigation check to see, if there's something
What the
else
hell? Sure.
hidden around.
23.
Peter wins.
All right. Looking around, there seems to be underneath the glass case like a small cabinet that holds 3 scrolls of an activation spell.
Three scrolls of an activation spell.
It seems these spells will activate something when they are used.
Can I roll Arcana on them to see if it's like something in this room or something like that would activate?
Yeah, sure.
23.
They seem like they're connected to the heart.
Okay.
What's up? What'd you find?
So these scrolls activate the heart.
What do you mean activate it?
I don't know.
Well,
I didn't make them. I don't know everything. The heart
well,
has some kind of deep magic in it. The scrolls activate them. That diagram over there shows a beam going towards heart bounce, like beam bounce off.
Can Kenzi fly down after a little while?
You sure can.
I just want to see what's going on.
I mean, I feel like obviously whatever they're going to use this part for isn't going to be good.
No.
Does the diagram, like with the whatever, like bouncing off of it, does it seem at all like how like magic, how like the experiment that I thought like magic like didn't?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Could it be related at all to like the dreamers part? Maybe.
I don't know.
That's a shrug. That's a shrug. We don't know.
I mean, from the note that we found, it seems as though the dreamer's heart's already in somebody. I don't know
Or
if this would be
was.
it. Was?
Yeah, maybe. We don't know if that went well.
Yeah.
He says the
Fair.
surgery was a success, but
I mean, regardless,
Well,
probably don't want him to have this, right?
No,
No.
I mean, I said we keep this stuff for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we bag up holding it and
Yeah. Toss it in.
You.
I open up the bag of holding.
You want all of it, or do you want to like have the?
I would
Maybe let's
say
keep
put
it
the heart
separate.
in one, scrolls in the other.
I'll
That'd
take
be my
the
suggestion.
scrolls.
There you
then.
go.
Yay, I get the heart.
Yeah, that's fine. I got a
Lucky
weird
you.
box thing in here. I don't know what it does, so. Well, if that's all that's here, we should probably head to another one if it's not seeming like there's a portal anywhere.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
All right.
You fly back up.
Are we burning or destroying or anything? Or
There's
since we
not
took
really
what it
anything
had,
else
we...
in
I don't think
there.
we really need to. We took everything the lab had.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It's also just
Wait,
kind of a
Can
metal
I just
room.
erase the dry
So-
erase board?
Yeah.
Sure. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, well, in that case, do you erase the dry erase board on the way out?
Okay. You do that. Then you leave.
Yeah.
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 It seems Damien was playing I Spy with Rylee and Sky.
Oh, how's that going?
Guy keeps getting confused about colors.
Rylee also gets confused about colors.
Yeah. And Damien's like, I don't know how to explain colors to people.
You just point at it and say what color it is?
But yeah, but if
This
I
could be a
point
really
at it,
good
then they
loop.
know what it is.
Well, then you could have used this as a learning experience. Anyway, it's time to go.
Okay.
Just constructive criticism.
I appreciate it. I just... Mhm. He gets on Jeffrey. You take off. Where go?
The next in line.
11.
11. Alright, well that's gonna be another half a day away. Another day is gonna pass in full. It has now officially been 1 full week since Haven has been taken.
Boy.
And you get to this mountain range. You going around it? You gonna go over top? What's the plan here?
Or
We're
anything that
on a
stands out.
flying giraffe.
I mean, there's a big mountain. You see nothing at normal flying level. If you want to go up and go to the top of it.
Sure.
Okay.
The top of it, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you fly above all the mountains, and you will see what appears to be a large city on the top of these mountains. Mine shaft entrances all around the place. I mean, it seems like it's a pretty active bunch of dwarves and tieflings all around. Sounds of machines prominent and loud. And you see a sign that just says, "Welcome to Burrow Depth." If you so wish to land. It does seem to match the location on the map.
What's it called?
Burrow Depth.
Well, are we landing?
I think we kind of have to.
Yep.
I mean, you can always just leave.
I'll just skip it.
Yeah.
Nah.
It doesn't look like there's anything there.
Clearly, this isn't the one.
No.
They can have whatever horrible, terrible thing is happening because of their lab. They can just keep
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Simply.
The portal at the base of the mountain. They can have.
Yeah, no, that's for them. Clearly, we don't want to intrude.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. All right, you land. Seems like it's a really busy town. You'll see a whole bunch of different like blacksmiths hammering away on things. Jewelers making a bunch of jewelry. Mine carts full of gems come up, get emptied, and go back down into the various mine shafts around. There's a really elaborate fountain in the middle of the city. And everyone seems really kind. They all kind of like welcome you in, offer to fix up any gear you have. Some of the blacksmiths will be like, "Oh, we take special requests. You know, we do custom orders."
I want to find a small child.
You can find a child.
Okay. The child doesn't seem busy, right? I'm not interrupting the child other than maybe a game that the child was playing.
Correct.
Great. Tell me about this child.
It's a young dwarf. Full beard still. Looks up at you and goes, "Oi, how can I help you?"
Hi there. I have a question for you.
Okay.
We're explorers. Is there a place in this town that your parents tell you that you're not allowed to go because horrible things will happen if you go there?
No. I mean, I've been told the mines are dangerous. I'm not old enough yet. But as you all know, children yearn for the mines. But they won't let me go yet.
Oh, that's really mean of them.
I know.
So like that. So that fountain in town. That's just a fountain. There's nothing else about it.
There's a guy actively bathing in the fountain.
Is there anything other than that about the fountain?
It's a fountain. What else would it be but a fountain?
Before. I've seen fountains in my days that are different, that are not just fountains.
What kind of
You never
fountain is you
know.
looking at?
I don't know.
Because to me, that's not like
You
it's
gotta
not
be
a
careful.
fountain.
Well, it's disguised as one.
Oh, so it's not a fountain. It just looks like a fountain.
Mhm.
That's different.
Yeah, that's what I was asking though. See, that could have been disguised as a fountain, and maybe you knew something different, but it seems to me that it probably is just a fountain.
far as I know, it's the fountain.
As far as you know.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just believe everything you hear, kid. Gotta be smart.
Kid slowly steps back. Okay.
Have a good day.
Meanwhile, I think as soon as she saw it, Kenzi's already on the way to the fountain.
You can be on the way to the fountain. Everyone else? The other two of you? Don't leap at once, you two.
Okay.
I'll just follow Kenzi to the fountain.
Okay.
Can't trust a fountain, you know?
Right,
A fountain.
Going to fountain?
It's a fountain, you know. Might as well just follow everybody.
Get to the fountain. It's a guy bathing in the fountain.
Interesting. Can I do like an Arcana check to see if anything seems
Sure.
weird? That's a nat 20, dude.
The fountain itself seems like a normal fountain. Nothing magical from the fountain.
Alright, what about this guy in the fountain?
It seems like a guy in the fountain.
So nothing on an
You
Arcana
do
check.
get a bunch of
Ah.
magical readings just from all around, though.
Oh, well, that's very helpful. Looking around, like, does it look like there's anything on the fountain, or
No?
no? Just fountain. All right, worth a shot.
Fountain, the guy's like, what you looking at? Ever seen a
Not
man
you.
bathe before?
I don't particularly want to be seeing you right now.
Then walk away. It's my bathtub. The world is my oyster. The world is my bathtub. He just goes on about how the world is his.
Well, I don't think it's the fountain.
I mean, the mines are probably the most logical first. Yes.
Yeah.
They did already hide one in a well, so it probably isn't the fountain then, yeah.
Yeah. Seems like the
Well-
mines are probably what will be maybe the most difficult to get into.
And also it'd be deeper so they could have more room for the lab.
Can Idalia kind of sense anything?
Let's find out. What am I rolling? Perception or investigation?
Perception, I guess. Or constitution to stop dying.
Yeah.
Unrelated.
Over 20. Specifically 24.
There doesn't seem to be anything coming from this place.
I'm gonna go get water. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Well,
Weird.
seems like we're going to the mines. That's gonna be the smartest plan of action.
Yeah.
Or at least the most likely to have results.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to one of the mine entrances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. You make your way to one of the entrances, and right before you walk in, a gate will come down and block your path. You will see to the side there's a single tiefling in what appears to be like a glass box. Registration, please. Do you not have registration?
We were here for the tour of the mines.
Why aren't you with the mine chief?
I don't know. We were sent here. We were told to come to the mine entrance, so...
Well, let me give him a ring real quick for you. All you'll see is he will grab like a cowbell type thing, and to start like take it out of his box and start ringing it wildly while screaming, "Mallow! Mallow! Your tour is here!" And after a while, a wide and stubby dwarf will walk on down. I don't remember scheduling a tour today, but I must have gotten drunk and forgot.
Oh, hey,
Pleasure
happens
meet
to the
you.
best of us.
Name's Mallow. I'm
Good
the
to meet you
chief of
again.
the mines here. You can raise the gate. Gate will raise. All right, let's go. So, you want to work for the mines, huh?
Keeping our employment options open.
Well, let me tell you. One, we got great benefits. We got dental. We got medical. We got eye. We got pet. Got life insurance. Got magical
Zell's gonna-
ailment insurance.
Zell's going to continue listening so that his comrades can look around as per usual with these things. So Zell will be fully locked in with the conversation.
All right, everyone else, give me perception checks. It's very important to know. You gotta have steel-toe boots. You gotta get some
of
mining
course.
gloves. All right. None of this fingerless glove bullshit. I know that's a
Oh, no.
new thing you use getting into, but fingerless gloves look doom.
Save it for the fashion line. I get you.
No, tops them out. They ugly.
You're right.
Perception checks.
17.
26.
Right now you're in a mine shaft that seems to have a whole bunch of gemstones within the walls. You'll see things like rubies, sapphires, emeralds, diamonds, pearls, amethysts, some moonstone, some like black onyx type thing.
I didn't know pearls grew in mines.
They are
Huh?
here.
I said I didn't know pearls grew in mines. I thought those grew in oysters.
Where the
Those are,
fuck
you
are
know.
you from? Pearl's always been in the mine.
My mistake.
I have a question.
I got an answer.
Not for you.
Oh, I have an answer.
Did the experiment that I saw, did it have gemstones
It
like
sure
on
did.
it?
It sure did.
What kind?
No, I mean you can't like know for sure what they were.
Okay, so I can't tell
But,
like
I mean,
if
they were red, blue, green, some like a
red,
purple,
so potentially
a black, potentially almost
a
everything here.
connection. Got it.
Mhm. Now, I gotta know. He will stop for a second. What's all your experiences in mining? Y'all ever
I did
mined
some-
before? Yeah?
Like total
a little
time
background.
spent in a mine?
Yeah.
How long
Been
has
out
this
of
tour been?
practice.
All right. Put you lower on the list, everyone else.
Same.
All right, lower on the. Sky will say the same. All right, well, you, Red Boy.
Oh, it's been a few years since I've been in the mines. Did some moving around with family, but you know, back in my younger days.
You've been in
couple
one. You get
years.
it. I got it.
Hey, and I can speak for them. They are fast learners, though. You know, they've not
All
been
right,
in
all
one,
right.
but
I'll
they're
keep
fast
that.
learners.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. What about you, boy in a coat that looks weird? Points to Rylee.
Gosh, look at my man. It's been a while. Probably like 5 minutes. When did this tour start? That's what she
All
said,
right.
right?
So okay, yep, down the bottom of the list. Got it.
We're doing great.
Damien would be like, I actually spent a lot of time in mines as a kid. It was one of the ways that my father would punish me when I didn't behave. He'd make me go mine coal. So I've actually been in the mines a lot. Oh, I'm top of the list. All right. Well, what makes you
are interested in the fantastic career of being a miner.
That gemstone's pretty.
You know, I think you might prefer working on the top side, one of the jewelries, or a blacksmith. You know, my pap always used to say, there are two types of people in this world. Those who mine, and those who craft.
What a wise saying.
His name was Jack, by the way, in case you're curious.
Oh my god.
What was his last name?
Black. Family last name is Black.
It's
See,
about
I'm like
the
a-
experience of mining the gem, you know?
He gets it. This guy, he gets it.
I don't care about mining the gem as long as it's pretty.
All right, bottom of the list.
I thought you were just gonna go look at the gemstones on the wall.
Okay. You can do that.
Because she's not liking it down here.
Well, as you can see, the mine is pretty complex. The mine cart's going above your head, below your feet, all around. This shaft goes for several hundred miles, all right? Big shaft.
Are there any parts of the shaft that you guys don't really touch? You guys just kind of...
We touch all of it.
All of it? All of it?
We
So
touch
it's not
all
like
over
any-
this shaft.
You touched the entire shaft.
Well, yeah.
How dare you?
You know your way around the shaft pretty well then, you'd say.
I'm pretty experienced with the shaft.
I'd imagine.
You implying something?
I'm implying that you're an expert in your craft. If you don't mind.
Shaft
I like
crafting
that.
or something.
Flattery will get you nowhere in this interview, but I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I
Second.
thought this was a tour.
Tour interview, same thing, ain't it?
No, keep walking forward.
I definitely don't think I have what it takes to handle a shaft.
That's alright, not everyone does. That's why it's mostly men down here.
Mm,
Men do enjoy shafts, I think.
What can I say? No one knows shafts like men. Not saying the women can't know shafts or be good with shafts. I'm just saying, typically, men know a bit better.
Is it time for another perception check?
This conversation is getting out of hand, my
Truly.
friends.
He will stop again. He's actually gonna seem to get a message in his bag, open his bag and pull a letter out and read it.
He'll be like, excuse me one second, I gotta take care of something real fast.
Oh,
And
yeah, no
he'll
problem.
step off to the side. At this point, you're in like a flat part of the mine. There's more beneath you, but it's kind of like a flat level, like a resupplying-esque area. Some barrels of like food and such around. Supplies and jazz. So yeah, if you want to make a perception check, or like a investigation, look a bit deeper in this area while you have time.
22.
27 for perception.
16.
I'm still in a shaft. That's what I know.
Sick.
Pretty gemstones.
Exactly.
did
That's
you
valid.
get, Rylee?
You're so valid for that.
22.
All right. Rylee and Zell, you two will notice behind a cluster of barrels, the stone seems to be like misshapen or miscolored. Seems like it's a like a duller shade than the rest of the stone around you.
I go to it.
There are some barrels in the way, but as you get closer,
I
I
move
mean-
the barrels.
strength check. These have some heavy barrels.
You got this. Clips is helping you out.
My eclipses are birds. I got a 10.
That's not enough. You're gonna try
Are
to
the
pick up
barrels
the barrel.
completely blocking it, or are they just in the way?
They're mostly blocking it, but you are going to go pick up this barrel, and it's going to fall back on you.
You
So
know,
you have a barrel of like pickaxe heads on top of you.
Would you like some help?
Yeah, I'll come over there and get that for you, bud.
Thanks.
And I'll pick it up.
Strength check.
I got a nat 20.
You pick
plus
it up.
8.
One hand, pick it up.
Built different.
My hero.
I'll even say
Possibly.
with that nat 20,
Yeah.
you can get the rest of the barrels out the way.
Hot dang, look at me go. Now we can look at this dull colored gem.
It's not a gem, it's just stone.
Dull colored stone.
It doesn't match the color of the rest of it.
It's in the wall, right?
Yeah.
Is there a pickaxe nearby? I can try picking it out of the wall.
Zell, you gonna push it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You push it. It slides. It opens like a door. Mallow will come sprinting back and slide in front of the door, in front of you two.
Oh, now. What do you think you're doing?
That was clearly a fake rock, so I pressed it.
Why would you do that?
Because it was a fake rock.
Well, yeah, it's for security purposes. There's dangerous stuff down there.
What's down there?
Dangerous stuff.
Like
I thought
What
you
kind
said
of
that-
dangerous
I thought you
stuff?
said
Danger.
that we weren't, that there wasn't any places that you guys didn't go.
Well, we can go there, but not you. Not even employees.
Well, but how do we know that we want to be employees if we can't see what all we're going to be dealing with?
Well, you wouldn't be dealing with that. You'd be a
Why
normal
not?
employee.
Who deals with that?
High-ranking members of the management team. Like me.
So what's down there?
Dangerous stuff.
Like
How
what?
does one become a high-ranking member of the management team, like yourself?
Move up the ladder, though, by working. Working hard, impress
Show me where the ladder is.
us. It's a metaphorical ladder.
Oh.
It just means like you start like from like the lowest position, you work your
Zell's gonna face step into the tunnel behind him.
what
What's going on?
nothing.
Oh.
It's danger back
No?
there. You can't go there.
Oh.
Danger's our middle name.
All of us, actually.
Legally, yeah.
That's
We got
weird.
it all changed. Yeah.
Y'all in a cult?
Maybe. Want to join?
That's none of your business.
Fair enough. Anyway, I need the 5 of you to turn around.
5.
Yeah, there's only 5 of you. Turn around. You
Why?
can't go down there. Danger.
Who's standing close to me?
Probably all of us.
All of us,
Probably all of us. We're in a cave.
except for maybe Zell.
We're in the shaft.
Mhm.
We're shafted.
Mhm.
I'm going to grab. Who probably doesn't have a spell that can get them past?
I would like to know how big the shaft is.
Like the whole shaft, or just this
Yeah,
hallway?
like the hallway. How big of a shaft are we dealing with right
No,
now?
this is like a one person at a time hallway.
Oh, like
Great. So if I wanted to take the air, it'd probably get everyone, huh?
Sure would.
easily navigatable shaft. What you're saying?
The best
Yeah.
kind of shafts, easily navigatable.
I would like to back up away from everybody, approximately 11-ish feet.
Very specific.
Very, yeah, indeed. Okay.
Well, the last time I did this, Peter wasn't happy.
It went well.
Well, I'm.
And
I'm
then
more
I
than
would
one
like to
of you
cast-
guys, so
I would like to cast Thunderstep to Thunderstep behind.
That let you go through things? I don't remember. Or does that just go super fast?
You teleport yourself to an unoccupied space you can see within range. Immediately
Yeah,
after
you
you
can see it.
disappear, a thunderous boom sounds, and each creature takes 3d10 thunder damage on a field save.
All right, you can do that. No, I'm gonna say no one's gonna get hit by that.
That's why I backed up 11 feet.
Exactly. But the entirety of the mine shaft is gonna like shake.
Oops.
Like rocks will fall. You will hear as like people getting crushed by rocks down below.
Oh, good.
That sounds
Oops.
like something he should go take care of, probably.
Yeah.
He goes,
I don't say that, but
Yep. I need the 4 of you to turn around. Okay, something's happened. The tour has to end.
I love that he just doesn't even care about the two of us that just disappeared.
we're out of sight, out of mind.
Is the hallway
Ken,
still
I'm-
open?
Gonna
he's still blocking. You want to make sure you don't try to run through when he goes to shut the door. I want you to back
can
up.
I do my slow time?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to do that. So he's going very slowly,
Mhm.
and then I would like to drag everyone through the door.
All right, you're gonna have to force him out of the way to do that because he's blocking.
Oh,
the
then
door.
I'll just force him out of the way then.
All right. Strength check with advantage.
Stick.
Hi.
Do you have a doodle?
22.
All right. He puts a little bit of a fight when you move him out the way.
Great.
You get everyone in.
And then I'll gonna make sure the door's closed,
Yeah, he's not.
Okay.
and then I'll resume time.
All right. Through the wall, you hear.
They don't pay me enough to deal with that.
Well, we turned around. We left. I don't know.
Yeah, we left and then didn't
We
notice.
left.
I guess he was drunk.
You slow time. You don't make him forget.
No,
I
I know,
know.
but he doesn't know where we went.
No,
He can check the He can check the records. There was no tour today. Okay,
There was no tour
one's gonna
today.
know what he's
Mhm,
talking
mhm.
about.
Mhm,
I will
mhm.
gaslight this man if that's what it
Gladly.
takes.
Angrily or sadly.
Yeah, you're here as he stacks the barrels back up in front of the door.
That's fine.
Not to be that person, but wouldn't it be funny if we went through all of that just for this to actually lead nowhere?
That's what he's. Well, who would have thought?
It's crazy.
Alright. Let's go.
I go.
All right, you go. It's a long hallway. Eventually,
A long shaft, you could say?
something like that.
You
yeah.
would say.
At some point, the stone walls will become metal instead, and you will see as like you have to like start ducking and like moving weirdly as like crystalline structures are piercing through these metal walls. Soft hum of machines echo throughout this lab, joined by the sounds of a distant conversation.
That must be management.
Simply, I'm so glad someone gets it.
Can we hear what they're saying?
I mean, if you want to give me another perception check.
Shall?
Oh, boy. 28.
27.
19.
29.
All right. You will all hear a simple conversation. It's just, how many crystals did we need again?
Master said 15 each. Do 15 each.
On. I still don't know what he's saying.
Nothing of import. He stupid. Why no talk? I smart. Few word good. Muscle big.
As you reach the end of this hallway, you will see 3 people standing around what appears to be a large basket that they're putting gemstones in. One of them having large gorilla-like arms with some metal rod sticking out of their back. Another being a blue tiefling who seems slightly confused about what's going on. And then the third one being a thin creature with like ostrich-like legs with about 7-ish crystals in its head.
I'd like to cast Detect Thoughts on the blue one.
Sure. What do I need? What save do I need to do for that?
I'm looking. Initially, I can get surface thoughts and what's on the mind with no save. And then to focus more is when saves would start.
Okay, so surface level thoughts. Kind of just like a little bit of confusion. Like, I know we need these gemstones for the weapons, but I feel like we were just here. We should have grabbed them then. Don't know why we came back.
I'm going to probe deeper, so they need to make a wisdom save.
Alright, Peter, roll me a wisdom save for Zix. And then you're going to add an additional 4 to it for whatever the normal modifier is.
That's a 12.
God damn. Does that pass your save?
No, my save 17.
Alright. So what kind of thought you looking for in there?
If it's Zix or not, quite honestly, that's what they're looking for.
Alright, it seems that this creature, the thought of I am Zix is like somewhere in there, but it seems to be like incredibly buried and covered by these other thoughts. By this like other identity. As if like over time they've been convinced that they were never Zix. And they've always been CT7462. You'll also be able to find some thoughts of the three of you. Zixeltel and Zeal. It's thoughts of like, I'm sorry. And I deserve all the hatred you have for me.
Okay. I'm going to stop detecting thoughts and instead use my new feat that I just got from level up that is telepathic.
Okay.
And in Zitel's voice, it's going to ask, "Why are you sorry?"
Tiefling will like look around for a second. Who are you?
You know who we are.
How are you speaking to me?
We're speaking to you in your mind.
Where are you?
Close.
Can you see me?
Yes.
What do you want?
We want you back.
I'm sure. After you kicked me out, I'm sure you do want me back.
You were taken. And you're being lied to.
That's
You
not
must
how...
make your choice. That's not what
how
he
his power
says.
works. You can't take souls that aren't willing. Because we were fractured, it was a democracy. I was voted out.
Who told you that?
782. While
And
under
you
the
choose
effects
to
of
believe
Zone
him?
of Truth. He couldn't lie.
Why would we be lying now?
I don't know. But I have no guarantee you aren't. I know he wasn't. And then out loud, he will scream, "They're here!" And then I'm going to need you guys to roll initiative for me. Or we will start next episode in a little bit of initiative. Thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below what you think I did good. What do you think the players did good? What I could have done better? What they could have done better? And comment what favor you want me to give Rylee. I'll take your guys' suggestions. But until next time, say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Everyone.